Good afternoon, dear participants. Welcome you all for the 11th day International Faculty Development Program. And as per the schedule, yesterday resource person will be taking the session today. Yesterday, since our resource person, Dr. Ambati Nageshwara, was had a severe technical issue, which was not able to take the class for yesterday. And today, Sir will take the remaining two sessions. Without any delay, let us hand over the session to Sir. Over to you, Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And once again, I have to say sorry to all of you due to some technical issues. And today I'm going to complete the rest of the portion. I'm sharing my screen to all. So far, we have discussed about the qualitative data analysis using MaxQDA, quantitative data analysis using Jamovi. Today, we are going to discuss about mixed method research, again with the help of the MaxQDA. So today, we are going to have, as a part of 4-hour session, first hour, we'll discuss about what is mixed method research, when to conduct the mixed method research, what are the different types of mixed methods. Second session, we'll talk about a couple of data visualization tools. Then third one, we'll talk about how to analyze the quantitative data by using mixed methods. Fourth one, how to integrate.
Sir, you are muted, sir. Kindly unmute yourself, sir. Sorry.
Yes. So fourth session will be all about how to integrate both quantitative and qualitative findings. So this is all about the for the next 4-hour session that we are going to discuss. So I would like to thank the prominent scholar John Criswell for his contribution, and I would like to acknowledge for the entire the reference materials and various scholars. Okay. And these are some of the books with reference to mixed method research. What is mixed method research? In previous class, we are able to differentiate what is qualitative research, what is quantitative research. And coming to the concept of mixed methodology, again, Criswell and Clark has given different definitions. Mixed method research is a methodology for conducting research that involves collecting, analyzing, and integrating quantitative and qualitative research data in a single study or a longitudinal program of inquiry. Now, generally, last two previous classes, in my classes, one day we discuss about all the qualitative research methodology, all the papers, all the studies, like phenomenology, grounded theory, ethnography, or case study. So they're completely purely quality oriented, like in terms of the main objective was exploration, discovery of knowledge, developing the theory. Right? So we have discussed about like data collection methods like interview method, focus group discussions, observations, photo elicitation method. And we also discussed about data analysis like thematic analysis. With the help of MaxQDA, we had a hands-on practice on how to conduct the thematic analysis. Now, everything in reference to the qualitative research method, qualitative methods. And other second day, we discuss about quantitative data analysis using Jamovi. Like if your purpose is measuring, your purpose is quantification, like if your purpose is looking at the relationship, association, cause and effect relationship. In that case, we are going to conduct the quantitative research method, quantitative data analysis like one can use t-test, ANOVA, correlation, regression. So we have conducted all types of data analysis. And we also differentiated. If you're going for qualitative research, generally we go for non-probability sampling. If you're going for quantitative data analysis, generally we'll go for probability sampling technique. Means every methodology have different data collection methods, different kind of sampling techniques, different kind of data analysis techniques. Similarly, we also discussed about what is the validity and reliability with a reference to the qualitative data analysis and quantitative data analysis. Now, today, we are talking about mixed methods. And the definition is saying that as a part of mixed method research, we are going to combine and we are going to conduct the study for collecting, analyzing, and interpreting the findings, both quantitative and qualitative. So in a single study, so as a scholar, you're conducting as a PhD thesis or a master dissertation or a research project, and you're going to collect the data by using two methods. One is qualitative, second one is quantitative. and you're going to combine, you're going to take the call where you're going to combine them, where you're going to integrate them. Is it at the time of data collection? Is it at the time of analyzing? Is it at the time of interpretation of your findings? So if you're going to combine two different methods, that is known as mixed method research. Now, as a researcher, how I'm going to decide when I have to go for quantitative, when I have to go for qualitative, that was very clear because my purpose is understanding particular phenomena, discovering particular phenomena. I'll go for qualitative. If my purpose is measuring, quantifying, looking at the association, relationship, I'll go for quantitative. Now, the question is when it comes to combination of both quantitative and qualitative, it means you might be finding some limitations of every methodology, strengths and limitations of every methodology, and you want to take only strengths of both quantitative and qualitative and combine together in a particular research work. So mixed method research is a powerful, I can say that powerful research, powerful combination, like a research approach that combines the strengths of both quantitative and qualitative research methods. So as a researcher, you felt that by integrating these two approaches, quantitative and qualitative, you are able to achieve a more comprehensive understanding of complex issues, complex problems. Okay. Now, let's take, for example, here. If you want to further divide it, quantitative, qualitative, looking at the features, it's very clear. Here, let's say, for example, when you talk about the quantitative study, your main purpose is generalization. Okay. And what is the limitation of qualitative? You cannot generalize it because there's no representation. So whatever the quantitative studies hang strength, qualitative hang that is hang weakness. And what is the plus point of qualitative? It can give more in-depth understanding. It can give the whole context as a phenomena. Whereas when it comes to the quantitative, it is limited to particular variables. It is limited to particular association between a couple of variables, right? So that is a limitation of the quantitative study. Let's take, for example, as a scholar coming from social science background, I just want to understand, like I want to conduct study, nationwide survey on same-sex marriages and LGBT rights. I just want to know what are the people attitudes towards same-sex marriage and LGBT rights. So we have collected data. So we have conducted national level survey because I just want to understand what are the trends, like what kind of support we are getting for the same-sex marriages, especially young generation groups and urban population. Now, this shows that around 70% of the people are accepting the same-sex marriage. But again, 30% of the people are not accepting it. Now, quantitative studies says that this many trends, like these are the trends. This much percentage of people are accepting it. This much percentage of not accepting it. They are showing discrimination. But now I just want to understand what are the reasons behind their negative attitudes. Because quantitative study may not explain why people are holding positive aspect and negative aspect. Whether there is any stigma, whether are there any cultural beliefs, what is the role or what kind of role media is playing, how they are portraying it, whether they're having any kind of good experience, bad experience. What's the reason behind this particular trend, which is generally cannot be answered by quantitative study. But if I'm going to use combination of both quantitative and qualitative, I'm not only going to explain what are the trends, I can also explain the answers cannot be answered by the quantitative study. So I can also identify why, how, with the help of the why and how questions, I can able to get reason behind having this kind of opinions, this kind of understanding among my respondents. Let's take for example, let me go with another topic. If somebody is coming from management background, in general, political science, public administration background, I just want to know, especially in rural areas, I just want to understand women's empowerment point of view. Okay, I just want to study women's empowerment in rural areas. So we have conducted in-depth interviews about their role in family, what kind of decision-making power they have it, what kind of education they have it, what kind of employment opportunities they have it. So I just want to understand their experiences, how far their family members are supporting to have access to education, how far their family members are supporting in terms of decision-making power. Are they allowing them to participate? If they're able to participate, what kind of responses they're getting it, what kind of support they're getting from the husband and wife, husband, mother-in-laws, or other neighbor families, relatives. I just want to know why some women in certain communities are feel still disempowered despite having legal empowerment, legal protections, legislations, despite having higher education. Even after having PhD, they're not allowed to take how many children they want to have it. They don't have rights over their own body, like when to have children's, how many children they have to have it. They can't decide anything, and everything has to be taken care of the family only. So being human, even after having education at a PhD level, even as an employee, I'm working, still you don't have your reproductive rights. I just want to know what made them, why some people becoming, though they're educated, but still they're not empowered at family level. What kind of reasons? Now, the limitation of the qualitative research is that generally it involves small sample. If you look at my day one session, I have discussed about a couple of studies. All study samples are small, like 25, 30, or 5, 7, right? Now, the problem here is that as sample size is very small, it lacks generalizability. We can't able to generalize this particular study, this particular findings with the rest of the population. Because as a researcher, you are least concerned about generalizing the research population. You are more concerned about context specific, like you want to understand particular phenomena as a whole. You want to discover the knowledge. You want to develop the theory as a whole. Now we can see every method, whether it's a quantitative, whether it's a qualitative, both have limitations, both have strengths. Now we are focusing more on strengths of each method, and we are combining together, and we are going to come up with a mixed method research. Okay. Now the problem is mixed method research. We understood you're taking, you decided that one method cannot tell the story, and you are going to combine two methods, and you're looking at the strengths and weaknesses of both the methods. Okay, and you're able to come up with mixed method research. It integrates both approaches, like quantitative and qualitative, inductive and deductive, leveraging the generalizability of quantitative data with the contextual depth of qualitative insights for a comprehensive, complete picture. So we are not only looking at the trends, you're also able to understand the entire complete picture. So you are going to complement the strengths. Okay, and you're going to address the complex questions. You're going to look at multiple dimensions. Okay, and you're going to, moreover, the best part of this particular mixing method is that it allows for triangulation. If you're going to use two methods, like two different data collection methods, two different type of sources, two different time periods, if you're going to collect the data, it allows for triangulation. Means where the findings from different methods are, we are going to cross verify, we are going to validate, we are going to strengthen, we are going to show your credibility of your research. Okay, and people get the more clarity that yes, we can rely on these particular findings, and what are the suggestions, recommendations that you're going to give it. People can rely on your research work. Okay, let me give a small research study. Okay, title of the study is, before going to looking at the sample type of research studies, let's try to understand when to conduct the mixed method research. What are the purposes? We have 3 or 4 important reasons, rationale behind for integration of quantitative and qualitative methods. First and foremost thing is triangulation. Now, triangulation, just now I mentioned that your purpose of the study is to cross-validate your findings. If you're looking for descriptions, corporations, if you want to strengthen your findings, in that case, one can go for in triangulation. Let me give a small case study here. As a researcher, I just want to evaluate youth employment programs. Every state, every district, or majority of the states have different kind of youth employment programs. I just want to look at it from an NGO. I just want to evaluate the program, basically aimed at improving the employment rates among youth in local areas, in rural areas, or I can say that local low-income areas or low-income communities, irrespective of your target, irrespective of your objectives. I'm repeating again, as a member of the NGO, as a working member of an NGO, I just want to evaluate the program, one of the program that is employment programs, how youth in local income communities, low income communities, or low section, low geographical area, how it is impacting their employment rates. So what I can do, I'm going to conduct the quantitative study to assess employment rates and what are the types of jobs that getting after employment program. While qualitative research, the main objective is to explore how much they are able to prepare. What are the employment training programs we have it? The training programs that are designed, whether are they more effective? Are they satisfied? Whether these particular employment training programs, with the help of these particular programs, are they prepared enough to go for jobs? Okay. Now here I'm taking the help of both quantitative and qualitative to get the holistic understanding of the programs. And I just want to verify the impact of these particular programs. Okay. So here I'm using both quantitative and qualitative. I just want to cross verify the findings of the study. Let me give small another example here. If you remember some time back, I believe only in this particular session only, I have discussed about my own study. Inclusivity in education, especially in higher education institutions, supporting students with disabilities in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Now, as a part of this particular study, I adopted mixed method research. I have collected data from university administrators to understand what kind of awareness they have it, what kind of understanding they have it. I collected data from students with disabilities with the help of the interviews. I just want to know from students' point of view, what kind of learnings, what kind of education experiences they have it. I collected data from teachers to understand their own understanding, their own experiences with teaching students with visually impaired students. I also collected data by using focus group discussions with peer group members. So here, as a part of this particular study, I have used focus group discussion. I have used in-depth interviews with the students. I have used semi-structured interview with the teachers. I have used survey with the university administrators. Means I have used 4 different data collection methods by combining both quantitative and qualitative. Now, the purpose of the study is I just want to verify. I just want to validate the findings. What university management is telling about their problems, their understanding about students with disabilities. What, as a student with a disability, they are talking about their problems, what kind of support they are getting from the university administrator. I'm collecting data from the peer group members to understand how these students with disabilities are taking part in the classroom activities. I'm also collecting data from the teachers to understand their own experiences in handling students with visual impaired, students with a specific learning disability. Now, just imagine, if I'm collecting data from one student, if I'm going to come up with suggestions, definitely it can be good suggestions. But if I study the entire whole system, and if I can able to understand problems from every dimension, the kind of suggestion that I'm going to give definitely is going to have a good impact on the policy level, right? I can have good policy implications. So what are the suggestions that I'm going to give? Considering the university admissions point of view, considering from teachers' point of view, considering from the peer group members' point of view, considering from students with a disabilities point of view itself, I'm able to validate, I'm able to put my findings strongly, my suggestions strongly. Okay. So that is one of the most important aspect of having triangulation point of view, having quantitative and qualitative research methods. Next one is complementary. For example, I just want to assess the health improvements in a community nutrition program. I just want to understand. I just want to examine the health improvements in community nutrition program. Now, this is a social impact program, so which providing a lot of nutritional education and resources to low-income communities in order to improve their overall health. Okay. Now, that is the context. Now, in order to study this particular problem, I'm going to conduct like quantitative study like BMI, blood pressure, some of the important variables. I'm going to measure like some important health indicators with the help of the survey. Similarly, I'm also going to take the help of qualitative interviews, like how participants' eating habits, like in terms of number of times they're eating, what kind of food they're taking it, what are the challenges they have it, what is the quality of diet they have it, what are the nutrition they have it, what is their understanding towards nutrition. Okay. So if I collect this both quantitative and qualitative, I can able to complement quantitative results by explaining why and how change is occurring. Why some participants have good habits, eating habits, why some participants, despite having more knowledge, they are not able to take good quality diet. Is it because of lack of economic conditions, like poor economic background, lack of access to good diet? Okay, like or maybe because of personal problems, they're not able to control their own diet, they're not able to control their own hunger. So I'm going to complement quantitative findings with the qualitative or qualitative findings with the quantitative. It can be vice versa, right? The purpose is complementary. Next one is another popular one, development. Let's take, for example, on our first day of the program, I was talking about menstruation. Like generally, we don't talk about menstruation, and you can also find very less number of studies, at least from 15 years back. Now, the researchers, they used qualitative study. They collected data from 23 people, and they understood that for the first time, how boys and young men learning about menstruation. Now, just because there are no studies, you are collecting by using focus group discussions, by using in-depth interviews, you are collecting data. And what are the findings that you got it? By using findings of the study, one can design quantitative research tool. One can design quantitative research tool. And once you can able to design the quantitative research tool, you can study at a larger level, right? So in order to develop the either qualitative or quantitative, one can use mixed method research. In order to develop the quantitative or qualitative, one can use mixed method research. Let me give another example here. I just want to design a microfinance program for female entrepreneurs. I just want to design one microfinance program for women entrepreneurs point of view. So again, as coming from the social impact program, I just want to provide financial support and also want to provide a capacity building program, training program for female entrepreneurs, focusing in rural areas. That was my purpose of my social enterprise. Okay. Now, in order to provide this kind of training, in order to develop their provide financial support, I just going to conduct, first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to conduct focus group interviews. Like those are interested, what are their needs, what kind of financial literacy they have it, what are the barriers they're facing, why some women, some female entrepreneurs, they're not able to get success despite having a lot of hard work, despite they're putting a lot of hard work, despite having a lot of ideas, why they're not able to launch their own ventures. So what are the insights I'm getting from this particular qualitative study? What are the insights I'm getting from focus group discussions? I'm going to use it to develop the quantitative survey. So that initially, I don't have much knowledge about as a female entrepreneurs, what kind of problem they're facing it. I know that there are certain social attitudes. People consider that low. Okay. They don't have decision-making power. But these are all misconceptions. But I don't have much knowledge about it to design the tool to collect the data from a district level or national level or state level. Just by conducting focus group discussions, I'm able to understand what are the problems they're facing on it. After having thorough knowledge, what I'm going to do, based on the particular findings, I'm going to develop quantitative research tool. I'm going to conduct a study at a national level or state level. Depends on my requirement. Okay. So I can able to identify the needs. Okay. What kind of problem they're facing on it. I can able to come up with some good solutions in order to design the microfinancing planning for female entrepreneurs. So development means in order to develop the next, like either qualitative research tool or quantitative research tool, one can use mixed method research work. Okay. So these are some of the examples one can use, like expansion of inquiry. Like in my case, I have collected data from 4 different stakeholders. I collected data from 4 different stakeholders. Like I just want to expand my research study, my research objectives, so that nobody can say that you got the responses only from students, but what is happening from the university administration point of view. If you're not able to understand from university administration point of view, we can't take any policy decisions. We should be able to go through we should be able to understand what is happening to university, right? So you should not give the chance to other members. So in that case, you can go for expansion. So these are some of the reasons when you can go for conducting mixed method research study. Now coming to the types of mixed methods, there are different types of mixed methods, but there are two popular methods. One is sequential, second one is concurrent. When I talk about sequential, again, within sequential, you can see explanatory sequential design, exploratory sequential design. Let me type here. I'm just typing here. Explanatory sequential design. Next one is exploratory. Exploratory sequential design. So what is the difference between these two? First one is explanatory. Name itself indicates. First one, you're going to you're going to use quantitative. You complete the quantitative study. Once we complete your quantitative study, based on the findings of the study, you're going to choose around, for example, I collected data from 100 students with disabilities. I collected data from 100 students with disabilities. Students with disabilities. And after, by using quantitative study, I collected 100 students. But I just want to know some cases. From the same group, I'll take around 10 case studies in order to have in-depth understanding about their cases. Like I'll select one person with orthopedically impaired. Okay. Second one, visually impaired. Third one, hearing impaired. So I'll choose different kind of categories. It can be based on the type of disability. It can be location wise. It can be income wise. It can be type of the course, like vocational course, professional course, or university degree wise. Okay. So you just want to see some variation. And you want to get the full clarity. You want to get the more detailed experiences. So you got the number here, but you want detailed experiences. So you might be using first one, explanatory means quantitative first. Then second one is qualitative. Second one is qualitative. Okay. Now, when I say exploratory sequential design means qualitative first, then quantitative. Now, we need to decide here. Just look at this slide. I hope I have the slide here. Now, when it comes to taking decision to go for mixed methods, is it sequential? Is it concurrent? Is it sequential? Is it concurrent? Let me complete this portion. Sequential, I hope it is understood. One after the other. Explanatory means quantitative first, qualitative second. Exploratory means qualitative first, quantitative second. What about concurrent? What is concurrent here? Concurrent, or considered parallel. You're going to use, for example, in my case, as a part of this particular study, I collected data from university administrators and students with disabilities, because there is no connection here. I collected data from the same university administrators. I can also collected data by using in-depth interviews with the students with disabilities. But after completing students with disabilities only, I have collected data from the teachers, because out of 100 students, I collected data from 10 or 15 teachers. Those are teaching students with visual impaired and students with learning disabilities. I'm repeating again. I hope I'm not confusing here. Let me go back here. If I take my study, After collecting data from 100 students, from 100 students, I have selected 10. Only from this 100 students, I collected 10 case studies. Means I have got collected data. I got some preliminary understanding of the findings. Okay, I have some data analysis. Just because I got some understanding, there are different types of persons with disabilities. There are different types of students coming from different areas, different low income, high income, different kind of experiences. I have collected 10 cases, one after the other, one after the other. When I say concurrent, in concurrent study, I collected data from the university administrators as well as students with disabilities simultaneously. Simultaneously means, for example, today some students gave me appointment to collect the data from them. I collected data from around 3 or 4 students. Okay. On the same day, I also got the chance to meet that particular university administrator. University administrators, I got the chance to conduct the survey with the university administrators. I'm not waiting till completing the entire students, then I'll go for university. No, I'm not need to wait, because I can collect it data simultaneously in both places. I mean, both places means not today. I can't be in the same places at a time. But there's no connection between in-depth interviews and survey here. Okay, whereas here, after completion of this quantitative only, based on the findings of the study only, I'm going for qualitative. Similarly, when it comes to the exploratory sequential design, if the purpose of using this particular design is development, like menstruation study, I mentioned it. We got the findings of the qualitative study. Based on the findings of the study, I have developed the quantitative research tool. Means whether you are conducting explanatory or exploratory, you are completing first one study, you are having some findings of the study. Based on the findings, you are going for the second step. Okay. Whereas when in this particular case, I don't need to analyze my findings right now at this particular moment. I can collect data from students. I can collect the data from the university administrators. It is not having any connection with the findings, but later on, I'm going to see what students said, what university management said. Is there any connection? Is there syncing? Are they different? Are they same? I can cross-validate. I can validate the findings. I can complement the findings. Okay, while integration of the findings of the study. So concurrent means either you must be conducting qualitative first or quantitative first, or it can be vice versa. It can be combined. There is no difference. So there are two popular methods. One is sequential, second one is concurrent. Qualitative and quantitative study methods conducted alongside one another. Integration may only occur in the analysis phase and final integration. Whereas sequential methods occur one after the other. First one, you complete one, whatever you're choosing it. Then you'll go for the second one. Okay. So these are the two popular methods, sequential and concurrent methods. Let me give for each method one live example. So when it comes to the implementation stage, you need to decide whether you are going for phase manner, like quantitative first in the first phase, qualitative second phase, or both are in the same time. That is the first step number one. Second one, priority. Whether my quantitative is more priority or qualitative is more priority. Whether I have equal, like for example, my study is mixed method research, but 80% is qualitative, 20% is a quantitative, like a socio-demographic profile, like a basic profile of the respondents. It can be other way. 80% quantitative, like I have a couple of case studies, like 3 or 4 case studies. So how much priority you're going to give it? Are they going to have equal priority or unequal priority? And collection, during the data collection, when you're going to integrate it, during the data analysis, during the interpretation, do you have any particular theoretical framework? Is it explicit? Is it implicit framework? So by using these particular 4 points, you're going to take the decisions, what kind of mixed method research design that you're going to choose it and how you're going to implement it. Okay. So I'm going to explain one simple 2 case studies. Okay. I'll come to this particular point. If you have any questions, let's see whether you have any questions. Now, coming to the first question, as a researcher, I just want to conduct the mixed method research study as a part of my research work. How to conduct the study? How to conduct the study? Mixed method research. Here, the researcher using, as you can see, the sequential explanatory mixed method study. Research in midwifery, like you are going to integrate both quantitative and qualitative. Now, the researcher wanted to study lack of in-depth understanding among the midwives, like in terms of their knowledge, in terms of their confidence in providing healthy eating education for the pregnant women. So we have a lot of problems in rural areas. Like, for example, we have ICDS, Integrated Child Education Program. One of the, I can say that huge program, more than 600 districts all over from 1971, 1970s onwards, Government of India implementing this particular program, like Anganwadi centers, food for the adolescent girls, food for lactating mothers. Under ICDS scheme, we also have early childhood education program. Okay. Now, I just want to see why this particular ICDS program is not getting success. Why some people, like for example, I just want to know, especially from the people, those who are working as a midwives, those are supporting the pregnant women, what kind of education program they are providing, and what kind of guidance they are giving, and what kind of knowledge they have it, what kind of confidence they have it, while providing healthy eating education program to the pregnant women. Because as a midwife, as Anganwadi workers, if they don't have proper knowledge, if they don't have proper confidence, how they are going to guide pregnant women? What kind of quality of diet they are going to provide it? I just want to examine. I just want to investigate the effectiveness of this particular program, especially healthy eating education program. Okay, like they are conducting workshops, they are conducting webinars. Okay. Now I just want to know how these particular programs are helping the pregnant women. Okay. So my objectives, you can see here my objectives here. To assess midwives' knowledge and understanding about healthy eating education, healthy eating during pregnancy. I just want to evaluate midwives' confidence in providing nutrition advice. I just want to examine effectiveness of providing healthy eating education to midwives. I just want to explore midwives' views and experiences after attending the education program. So we have conducted some kind of training programs to the midwives. Okay. And we are conducting the sequential exploratory method. As you can see here in the phase 1, we have conducted study in 3 times. We have conducted study in 3 times, like a pre-test, like before attending this particular workshop, after attending this particular workshop, and we also have follow-up test, like that is after 6 to 8 weeks after the workshop. Okay. After attending this particular workshop, how far they're able to provide support services to the pregnant women, what kind of confidence they have it, what kind of knowledge they have it. So I just want to test their knowledge. I also wanted to understand why some midwives, they're able to implement this particular program successfully, and they're able to provide best guidance, best knowledge to the pregnant women. What are the problems they're facing it? What are the challenges they're facing on it? Okay. So by using descriptive statistics, I'm going to describe the entire their knowledge, their confidence levels. I'm going to measure their confidence level. Okay. Now, after doing that, I can able to understand what are the pre-test difference between pre-test score and post-test score in terms of knowledge, in terms of confidence, and where to focus. Okay. Whereas when it comes to the qualitative study, it is helping us to understand different cultural foods, like people are coming from different cultural background, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different income backgrounds. So how these particular factors influencing, despite they're able to provide best education. Okay. So here I'm going to look at it from the qualitative insights. Sometimes respondent felt that we need more specific training program to teach people who are coming from different kind of cultural background. Okay. Now, quantitative study helping us understand knowledge and confidence. Qualitative study helping us to look at the barriers, why we are not able to implement it, how we are able to implement it successfully. Okay. Now, The findings are fine, but how we are going to integrate it? The question comes here, how we are going to integrate your qualitative findings with the quantitative findings. Okay. As a part of the survey, we have used questionnaires, we have in-depth interviews, then we have analyzed the data, right? Now, when it comes to the integration level, do you have any specific method to integrate it? There are two popular methods. One is waving technique. Second one is joint display. As a part of this today's session 4, that is hands-on practice with the help of mixed method research by using MaxQDA, we are going to talk about this concept called side-by-side analysis. You can also call it as a waving technique. We are going to present the results side by side, like we are going to connect numerical numbers with the personal experiences. That is called waving technique. I don't want to explain only theory. We are going to have hands-on practice. What is waving technique? Second one, we also have a concept called joint display. Means we are going to combine, we are going to present both quantitative and qualitative findings in single visual format, so that it will make it easy to compare and contrast the results from across both the data sets. So whatever I'm talking from last 40 minutes is different. Whatever I mentioned right now, two techniques, waving technique, joint display technique. Because everybody knows, I'm sure all of you knows what is mixed method research, because mixed method is not something new. But I believe what I mentioned right now, at least 50% of people may not be knowing. That is called, one is waving technique, second one is joint display technique. So I'm going to discuss these two parts with the help of hands-on practice. Okay. Now let me start with the MaxQDA. It's almost 45 minutes. I hope you're ready with the MaxQDA software. If not, please install. I believe you must have installed it, because today is the fourth day. Day 1 we didn't have, day 3 we didn't have session. Some of you might have installed the software. If yes, please open the MaxQDA software. We are going to start with data visualizations. So if you want to see how you can present your data with the help of colorful visualizations, and if you want to explore, if you want to impress your guide, if you want to impress your publisher, colorful visualizations, we'll start having that. Okay. So I'm just opening my screen. I'm sharing my screen to all. Please open MaxQDA. Please open the MaxQDA software. Okay. Let me talk about the data first. MaxQDA. So here we are going to get the data. I'm just clicking on the example. This is not something new. We have done already. We have spent around 3 hours on the day 1. That is 22nd May. We have spent 3 hours on MaxQDA software. So I'm going directly to the software. Just click on examples. And I'm importing work-life balance sample data set. I'm importing work-life balance sample data set. Just click on open. Just click on it. So this, we got this particular data. And as I already mentioned earlier, this particular project is all about work-life balance and well-being of the employees, especially healthcare workers. And the researcher collected data from 2 cities in Germany. One is Berlin. Second one is Hamburg. One is Germany. There are 5 respondents. and Hamburg. There are 5 respondents. And in addition to interviews, the researcher also conducted focus group discussions, video interviews, images, literature review, surveys, YouTube. We have so many other aspects. Okay. And on the 22nd May, we have discussed about how to install MaxQDA, what is the interface of MaxQDA, what are the features, how to do thematic analysis, like how to do coding and all. Everything we have discussed. Okay. So it is not something new. I'm not discussing something new software, which we have spent almost 3 hours. Okay. Now, if you look at this particular top of the ribbon bar, there is option called visual tools. There is option called visual tools. Like we have a couple of visual tools, at least 4 to 5 visual tools we are going to discuss. Let me start with the word cloud, which we have discussed last time. What is a word cloud? As you can see that word cloud, word trends, code trends. Basically, word cloud is a visual art. As a researcher, I just want to understand what are the most frequently repeated or most frequently used words in your text as a cloud. Okay. Now, while preparing this particular word cloud, you're going to get the size of the words. Each size of the word shows that the number of times that particular word is occurred, that particular type. If bigger the size, it means more number of times that particular word is connected. Miss Sukanya, I'm just talking about sample data set. We already imported it. Just click on examples, you'll get it. Just click on the examples. I'm not talking about the 3 data set. Just click on example, you'll get the data set. Let me show you once again. I'm closing here. Please look at my cursor. I'm just opening MaxQDA. Please, those are working along with me, please open the MaxQDA software. Please let me know if you're ready with that. Please open MaxQDA software. Yes. You can see there's an option called example. You can see there's an option called example. Just click on it. If you click on this particular example, I'm getting a couple of sample data sets given by the MaxQDA set. Work-life balance. Just click on it. Just click on the work-life balance. And I got this particular project. Professor Sukanya, I hope you got it. Okay, yes, please. Yeah. Now, on the top of the window, we have ribbon bar, that is visual tools. Okay. First one, I'm going with word cloud. Just click on the word cloud. It's asking for which document you want to prepare the word cloud. Whether you want to prepare for one particular file, or you want to prepare for one particular city, or you want to prepare for one particular data collection method, choice is yours. I'm repeating again. Whether you want to prepare the word cloud for one particular file, one particular city, one particular type of data, like interviews, focus groups. Let me show you first with one particular file. So I selected this particular file, drag and drop it here. Drag and drop it here. Okay. Just click on OK. This particular word cloud is very ideal for exploring large data whenever we have large amount of data. Okay. See this, it is present in the word cloud. It is showing what are the concepts are coming, what are the words are coming from your data. It can be primary data, it can be secondary data. One can able to see what is the use of this particular word cloud. What is the purpose of this particular word cloud? First and foremost thing is, by looking at this, I can able to get the overview of what are the dominant words. Like for example here, there is an option called minimum frequency. If I keep 1 here, this much. If I click on 2, you can see that number of words are going to reduce right now. Minimum 3 frequency. These are the concepts repeated minimum 3 times. Let me go with 4. Let me go with 5. So these are the concepts emerged minimum 5 times. So I'm getting a quick overview of what are the concepts are coming. Okay. I'm also able to explore. See, for example, work is a word. It is repeated. The size is big as compared with the other word. Why? Because I can see that the size of the work is very big as compared with the other terms. If I want to understand it, what I can do, I can go to the word frequencies. I can click on the word frequency, just maximize it. Work is the word. It is consists of 4 letters. It is repeated 36 times. It repeated 36 times. And in the entire document, it consists of 5.41% weightage. Okay, 5.4% weightage. Just because it is repeated 36 times, higher than any other word, it is occupying the rank number 1. If you want to add any other columns, just click on here. Like I want to add document percentages. That is also possible here. Okay. Now this is presenting in the form of word frequency. Now I can export it in the form of Excel. I can export it as a table, Excel table. Okay. I can take the screenshot of it. Okay. Now I can close it. Now case sensitivity. As I already mentioned while explaining the thematic analysis, like for example, there's a word EARTH, small letter EARTH, all capital letters EARTH. So it's going to consider, it's going to distinguish between capital letter and non-capital letters. Okay. Case sensitivity. Text elements. If I don't want to see certain terms, certain words like email, hyperlinks, hashtags, numbers, I can select on it. So it won't show hashtags. It won't show numbers in the word cloud. Let me go with the number 4. Okay. 100 words. Let me go with 3. So there are 100 words most repeated 3 times. Okay. Now stopwords list, case sensitivity, lemmatized. Lemmatized basically it is going to go, goes, like gone, went. It considers a one word. Okay, it considers a one word. The lemmatized another option. Now if I want to export it, I can export it in the form of PNG format. On the other hand, we also have another option called format, like shape of the word cloud. Like you want to have in a circle, you want to have square, you want to have triangle, whether you want to have any particular letter, like I want to have O. Okay, I just want to have O. Okay, I just want to have like double M. Okay, so you can see the word cloud, how you want to present it, and alignment, whether it's horizontal, vertical, how many degrees you want to have it, color combinations that you can choose it. Okay, so this is all about the word cloud. One can present it as a part of your writing your paper. Okay, you can write it as a part of your paper, and you can also create a stopwords list. If you don't want to see certain terms, certain words, for example, I don't want to see there is option letter like Q, R. Okay, what I do, I keep my cursor here, right click, add to stopwords list. Just click on here. Again, add to stopwords list, add to stopwords list, add to stopwords list. Now what I will do here, just rearrange. So this is a fresh refresh. Okay. So this is the main objective of word cloud. The main objective of the word cloud is to get the overview of the words or most important themes occurring in your research, and you can explore the frequency of the terms, frequency of the words. You can also create a visual information for your presentations, your reports, and you can also identify potential themes and you can also communicate your word with the help of the word cloud. What are the concepts that are coming in your data at the initial stage, and once we finalize your themes, what are the concepts that are coming? Okay, it is very important, especially when you are going to generate initial codes. Okay, that time it is going to be very helpful, and familiarizing the entire interview transcript. That time also this particular word cloud is very helpful. Okay, let me close it. Next one we have word trends. Just click on it, whether you want to do it from the single document or multiple documents. Right now I'm giving click on single document. So it is presenting the entire document in 10 sections. I think I have also discussed this particular part last time. Two visualizations I discussed in my previous class. One is word cloud, second one is word trend. Here, entire document dividing into 10 sections. It is going to visualize word frequencies over a period of time, over the paragraphs that are coming up from. Like section 1, it is one paragraph. Section 2, this is one paragraph. So there are 10 paragraphs. It is dividing paragraph wise what are the words are coming. Okay. And if you're going to choose multiple documents, you can able to present it. But what do you use of this particular word trend? Okay. So you can able to analyze how words are coming. You can able to compare the frequencies across multiple documents, like one document with another document. You can also identify the patterns. You can also identify the patterns coming from document to document. Let's take, for example, let me choose two documents. Word trends, multiple documents. I'm choosing multiple documents. Select documents. I'll select this two. Like I want to select one document from Berlin. I want to select one document from Hamburg. Okay. I just want to know what are the, see, this person from Berlin, this person is from Hamburg. What are the words are coming? These are the words. These are the words are coming here. Just see. Work, time. For example, if I want to stress anything, I just want to see stress. Is there any word stress? No. So I can also check further, are there any words are coming here? From two different documents, what are the concepts are coming? We can able to compare between documents to document. We can able to explore specific concepts. Are they reflecting only single document? Are they coming from more than one file? Okay. You can also pinpoint particular sections. You can also pinpoint particular sections. You can also pinpoint particular theme. Are there, what are the themes that you developed? Are they coming from particular document? Are they coming from all the documents? So that way also is going to help you word trends. Okay. Let me go back. Next one we have code cloud. This one we haven't done it. See here we already have codes. We already have codes here. We have option called code cloud. Code cloud basically we are going to visualize frequent codes, not frequent words. Frequent codes means it is we are going to do this particular data visualization once we complete entire coding part before going further thematic development. The main objective is going to help us to see most frequently used codes, especially in content analysis. It is going to be helpful because the size of the each code that indicates how many times is repeated. If bigger the size means more number of times the code is repeated. Okay. And what is the purpose? Again, getting a quick overview. What are the most dominant codes? What are the most dominant themes? Let me prepare it. So in order to prepare the code cloud, just go to Visual Tools, click on Code Cloud. Code Cloud, just click on it. Now here, we need to select the documents, drag and drop elements from a document system here. So we are selecting one particular document. I just want to know from this particular file, Rayleigh, I just want to know which are the codes are coming here. I just want to know which are the codes are coming here. So let me choose one more file. Then I'll choose a couple of codes. Drag and drop it here. I'm just dragging and dropping here. Okay. Just click on aggregate subcodes, click on OK. See what is going to present. The following one word could not be included in the friends and family. Okay. From the two files that are selected, Chris and one more file from the total file, these are the codes are coming here. Let me choose more. Again, click on code cloud. I'll choose a couple of files. I'll choose a couple of files more. Then I'll choose more concepts, more codes. Drag and drop it here. Click on OK. Now, these are the codes are coming from the selected files. We have selected around 4 to 5 files. Now, there are a couple of important points. One is size of the code. Like, for example, daily activities is the bigger code. Daily activities is the bigger code. The larger the code name, the more frequency is a number of times is repeated. That is point number one. Second one, you can also see the connections, how they're connected with the concepts. Like closeness of the, for example, here, if I keep here, if I keep my cursor here, I'm just clicking on satisfaction. The satisfaction is connected with these three codes like education, domestic work, education, childcare, and family and friends. And these are all connected with that. Okay. Now, unlike word cloud, whatever you're seeing this particular visualization, we don't have any add stopwords list. Okay. We don't have any add stopwords list. This is only to understand from the selected documents what are the codes are coming and how many times, what is the size of the code. That is going to help us to prepare the code cloud here. Okay. Similarly, we have code trends. You can also export it in the form of PNG format. Okay, you can also export in the form of PNG format. Okay. Just close this one. Next one, most important aspect. There's an option called code line. There's an option called code line. I completed, I have 3 interview files. Imagine that in this particular case, we have 10 interview files, like Berlin 5, Hamburg 5. Let me open first file. You can see that these are the codes. You can see these are the codes. Okay. Similarly, if you look at this particular file, these are the codes. I just want to know whether I have done coding part for the entire file or not. Whether any portion of the file is missing, whether I have done entire coding. And I want to see the flow of the document. Flow of the topics are coming from the entire document. Just click on the code line. I don't go for activated codes. I just want to go with all the codes. Click on OK. Now see here. There's a person name from Berlin. There's a person named Berlin, May 2. So in for his interview transcript, these are the paragraphs for his interview transcript. Okay, there are 36 paragraphs. And paragraph 1 to 2, we don't have any code. It may be like introduction of the interview. Paragraph 3, we have a couple of codes. What are the codes? One code is coming from typically workday. One code is coming from work-life separation. One is paraphrase segment. And secondly, you can also see that work-life separation. Let's say, for example, if I want to understand what they're talking about work-life assessment, just click on here. Please look at here. I'm just clicking on the one of the cloud. The moment I clicked, this particular text is selected. For the sake of showing you once again, right now I'm selecting one option, educate family and friends. Okay, family and friends. I'm keeping my cursor here. Double click. What is talking about family and friends? Depends. There's a question. There is a question. You told me that you are free. You are free mostly in middle of the day and in the evenings. What do you do in this time? So we got the one code from a data segment here. Depends. In the middle of the day, I like to go to cafes. I like to spend time out in the sun. If the sun happens to be shining. In the evening, my girlfriend is home. So most of the time we spend our time together and we do normal things, go to movies, sit around at home and all this sort of stuff. I'm repeating once again. What we are seeing at this particular slide, what we are seeing in this particular image, it is nothing but the entire interview transcript that you have done the coding part. This is your interview transcript. This is your interview transcript. Okay. Name of the person is Mato. This code line is going to help us whether any portion of the interview transcript is left over. Is there any portion of the interview transcript is left over or not? So it is going to help us how much coding part is done. How much coding part is done. And by clicking on this particular options, where is that visualization? Let me go back. Code cloud, code line. Just click on OK. It is taking some time. Just wait for a few minutes. Let me select this time in place of Mato. I'll select Chris. I'm selecting Chris. Okay. Now I'm going to code line. So this is for the Chris and entire interview transcript of the Chris. There are 36 paragraphs and code is coming like, for example, here, typical workday. If you want to know what is the coding, what is the context, just double click on here and that particular paragraph will be activated. It will be shown to us. Typical workday. See here, if I'm selecting this particular color, purple color, I don't necessarily have any concrete plans, but I'm thinking about changing my profession. For example, what is the question here? Work-life separation. Okay. If you click on this particular paragraph, 32 paragraph, this is portion here. So code line basically helping us to understand the flow of the topics and identify the co-occurrence of the concepts. What are the co-occurrence? How the concepts are occurring? How the codes are occurring? And comparing the usage. Like we are going to keep different codes side by side. We are going to keep this code side by side. We are going to explore the data. And especially it can be useful for focus group interviews also. Focus group discussion point of view also. Okay. Now, so it is completely based on case based, like file to file, like one person to another person. We are going to display code segments, and you're able to understand in each document what are the codes are coming, what are the code themes are coming. That is also very helpful. Now, if I want to present this particular code line in my paper, in my research methodology portion, there is an option called export. Just click on it here. I can download in the form of Excel sheet. I can download in the form of PNG format. Let me show it how it is going to come. PNG format. I can take photograph. See that? I hope you might have seen the sound. I can include in my final report in the project. Code frequency. Where it is? What is the file name? Code line. This is the code line of Chris. Okay. Now I just want to compare with the one person to another person. Like for example, here we have the Meto and we also have Chris. I just want to see comparison between one person and another person, whether codes are coming in equally or they have different experiences, they have different issues. Like a typical workday. This is here. It is coming entire paragraph. How many paragraphs? Paragraph number 3 to paragraph number 11. Whereas here, only paragraph number 3. And you don't have anything to talk about family and friends. He's having something to talk about family and friends in 6th and 7th paragraph. So it is basically helping us to identify the co-occurrence of the concepts, code co-occurrences. Okay, so that is also possible. Further, if you want to see more, here you can see the option called hierarchy of the codes. This is without hierarchy. Now it is hierarchy like theme wise. Okay. Next one, you can also see that colors unit wise. You can expand it. Fit with the fitness, like you want to fit to the width. So this is the most important part. Once we complete it, as a supervisor, you can ask your student to submit your code line. Okay, so that you understand that how much coding they have done it. Okay, how much coding they have done it. That will be very helpful. Just one important point I missed it. Let me prepare once again. Code line. So here we got it. What we are seeing here. What you are seeing here, this is called paragraphs. 1 to 36 paragraph. What you are seeing this side, you are seeing basically what are the document contains codes, themes that you're talking about it. Okay. Like code A, code B, code BC, like type of the code, name of the code. And here you are seeing co-occurrence of the concepts. Co-occurrence of the concepts that you're seeing here. So this is interview transcript. We are having y-axis, x-axis, if you want to talk in terms of content analysis point of view. Okay. So y-axis presenting all the listed selected codes. Y-axis presenting the list of the paragraphs from the entire document. If you double click on it, you can able to go to the text, that particular data segment from the original interview file. Okay. Next one. Code map. Next one is code map. Just what is a code map here? Code map is a visual tool that help us to look at the relationship between the codes. Just click on the code map. On the day one, just because we don't have much time while explaining the thematic analysis, I just given a very important steps while explaining the thematic analysis. But if you can utilize MaxQuery software while conducting thematic analysis, what are I am talking right now, like code line, code map, these are the things that are going to help you to develop the themes. These are the things that are going to help you to develop the relationships or connections. Code map plays an important role to understand the code relationship. I'm repeating again. Code map is mainly meant for to illustrate the relationship between the codes that are occurring in your interview or codes occurring in your data transcript. And you can able to see similarity, or you can able to see the frequency of the co-occurrence of the concepts. And we are going to understand how different codes are related. Let me do it first, then we'll talk about it. How to conduct it. So we click on the code map, and this particular window we got it here. Now here we are going to select the codes. We are going to select the codes. Just click on select the codes. What are the codes that you're going to select? For example, I want to select work-life separation, well-being assessment, satisfaction, daily activities like I want to see family, friends, child care. These are some of the codes I want to select it. Okay. I'm selecting a couple of codes. Okay. Just click on OK. These codes have no relationships, will be ignored. What are the codes that don't have relationship, like especially daily activities and satisfaction? They're not connected with other codes, so they'll be ignored. Okay, click on OK. Now let me maximize it. Let me maximize it. What we are seeing, this is called a circle. Each circle in a code, it just shows how it's free time. Self-care is one code. Education is one code. Typical work code is one code. Now we are going to see the relationship, how these codes are connected with that. In order to see the relationship, we have three important concepts. One is intersection of codes in a segment. Intersection of codes in a segment. So I just want to see in the same segment. In this particular segment, these two codes are connected. Segment means in the particular paragraph, these two codes are connected. In this particular paragraph, these two codes are connected. When I'm talking about the proximity, means within a single document, all these codes are coming from single document? Let's see, proximity. Maximum distance, let me put two paragraphs. One paragraph, okay. Now, these are all coming from proximity within a single document. They're coming from different, same document, but they are different paragraphs. Occurrence of codes in same document. Now, the main objective of the code map is to help us see, are they coming in the, for example, let me go back here. This is one data segment. This is one data segment. We are conducting the code map to understand whether these codes are coming from the same paragraph. For example, two codes are coming. Are they occurring in the same paragraph, same data segment? Are they coming from different paragraphs? Are they coming from different documents? Like we have 10 documents, 10 interview files we have it. Are they coming from the same file? Are they coming from different files that you have it? So that is going to help us to prepare the code map. Similarly, document map. Just click on the document map. I just want to know from the single document, like Selim. I'm selecting the codes. So we don't have any codes from this particular document. Let me go back again. Document group, document map. Document map, go back. I'll select more documents. Salem is one. What are the codes? Basically, it is helping us the relationship between these documents based on the shared themes. What are the code that you selected? These three people have same concept, the kind of code that are selected. Only these three people have the same kind of codes. Okay. Frequency. I can also export it in the form of PNG format, Excel format. I can do this as well. Now, next one. Last, I can say that code relations browser, code relation analysis. Are you missing something? Document comparison chart, text table documents, profile comparison chart. I'm selecting the documents like Salem document with the Chris. I just want to compare between these two people. And I'm going to select the codes. For those two people, are there similar codes? Are there different codes occurring? So document wise, we are able to compare it. Okay. Typical workday friends. So this is coming from Salem. This is for coming from Chris. What are the codes are coming from different files? You can able to compare between profiles of the individual respondents, individual interviews. I think this is more dry subject. Let me go with the last option. Last one, document portrait. Now, I have done the coding part. I have done the coding part. I just want to show to my supervisor how much done I have the coding, like code line, code map. Similarly, there is a document portrait. It shows what are the codes are coming, how much text I have done the coding. Like this is one portion. Let me select here. This is going to display in circle. This is going to mixed colors, overlapping codes. So from one segment, same data segment, we have two codes. In this particular data segment, we have two different codes, two different colors. Okay, are they overlapping? Okay. And if I want to see the lessons, I can see that what are the codes are coming here. I can also compare one document with other document. Like for example, this is Chris. Okay, I just want to compare with another person. Document portrait. Like I'll select this time. So this is basically help us to see how much as a part of the document you have done the coding part. Okay. So I'm just leaving the data visualizations. Let me close it here. We'll go to the third concept, that is quantitative data analysis using MaxQDA. Quantitative data analysis using MaxQDA. I have already shared with you all the sample data set in the same Google Drive link. On the day one itself, I have shared the sample data set. So title of the file is quantitative data workload and stress. This is the file. I request you all, please open this particular quantitative data workload stress. Okay. So I'm just opening the MaxQDA. Open the fresh place or fresh MaxQDA application. So we already have yesterday main understanding about what is quantitative data analysis. Let me give the overview of what we have discussed while discussing about the Jamovi concept. As a quantitative scholar, whether you have 10 questions, whether you have 5 questions, whether you have 50 questions, we are going to have 4 types of data, like nominal data, ordinal data, interval data, ratio data. Okay. Now, what are the data that you're going to collect it? We are going to conduct 2 types of statistical tests. One is descriptive statistics, second one is inferential statistics. So we already have thorough understanding of what is descriptive, what is inferential statistics as a part of theoretical understanding in the yesterday, like day before yesterday. Okay. When you talk about descriptives, basically you're going to describe like mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, range. When you talk about the inferential statistics, we are going to have t-test, ANOVA, regression, correlation, right? Now, we are also going to prepare various visualization tools like charts. So what all we have done with the help of the Jamovi, we are going to do today with the help of the MaxQDA. Okay. So just open the MaxQDA software. Please open the MaxQDA. I'm going to open the fresh file. I'm just going to open the fresh file. Just click on open. Click on new. Just click on new. I'm going to save the project on my desktop. Quantitative data analysis using MaxQDA. Using MaxQDA. So I have created the title of the project. I have created the title of the project. Click on import. And we are going to import the survey, right? We are going to import the survey. What is the name of the file? We are going to import Excel file. There is an option called survey. Just click on import data from Excel spreadsheet. Okay. So what is the file that you're going to import? I'm going to import the file quantitative data workload and stress. I'm going to import the file quantitative data workload and stress. So let's select the particular file. Click on open. Just look at here. Before importing the data in MaxQDA software, it is giving the preview. Before importing the document, it is giving the preview. And the preview shows that like we have a couple of variables like respondent ID, stress level, like we have 1 to 5, 1 to 10 rank, coping strategies 1 to 5. We have workplace environment, like we have Likert scale statements, Likert scale items 1 to 5. Team support, management support, burnout 1 to 10 rank, job satisfaction. We have gender, nominal data. We have age, continuous data. We have department. Same data set that we have used while working on Jamovi, so that we can save a lot of our time. Okay. So that is the reason. And while talking about Jamovi, we have used more than 7 different data sets. But today, we are going to conduct the data analysis by using a simple data set. Okay, just click on next. You can also see here, it is giving us survey name, quantitative data, workload and stress. There are 30 respondents and we have 11 questions. It is a preview. Next one, if you click on next, it will show data types. So here, respondent ID, there is a qualitative, quantitative, it's showing that what it is. Stressless. Look at here. Gender, it is identifying the integer based on the number wise. I hope you are able to see here. It is identifying text. Okay, it's begin the text. So it's already identified with the help of the text, male, female. Just click on the next. we are going to import respondent ID column like this. These are the columns we have it. Click on import. Survey imported successfully. Look at the interface of MaxQDA. Look at the interface of MaxQDA. Left side of the window, we have all the variables. Right side is showing the survey name, number of respondents, we don't have any open-ended questions. Okay. We don't have any open-ended questions. And it's also showing number of variables. Now we want to analyze the data. If you want to add any variable, we can add it here. Right now, I just want to analyze the data. Just click on Analyze in Stats. Just click on Analyze in Stats. The moment I click on the Analyze Stats, I got this particular window. MaxQDA Stats, Analyzing Stats here. I got this particular window. It's showing the document group created by segment, paragraph, and from this particular portion, respondents. From this particular portion, we have respondents. This is respondent ID, stress level. Okay. These are the respondents we have it, like age, geography, and all. Now I just want to clean the data, whether I have anything need to clean the data or not. So what I will do first, I'll start looking at the descriptive statistics. Like I want to conduct the frequencies. Just click on frequencies. For which variable you want to conduct the frequency table? I want to conduct the frequency table for the gender. Just click on gender, select the variable here, click on OK. Very simple here. I'll repeat once again. I have, starting from here to here, 11 variables I have it. If I exclude respondent ID, we have 10 variables. Out of 10 variables, 2 variables are categorical data like gender and department. Rest of the variables are, we have continuous data. Okay. Now, I just want to prepare the descriptive statistics like frequency table. For that, going to descriptive statistics, frequencies. I'm selecting gender. I'm also selecting department at a time. Now, I got the table. There are total 30 respondents. 15 people belongs to female category, 15 people belongs to male category, percentage wise also. And additionally, it's showing 2 other columns, but I don't want to have these 2 columns. Okay, what I can do, missing, I can select the particular row, right click, just click on delete. Just click on delete. If I want to delete this or I want to delete this, select it, delete it. I can able to delete it. Okay. Now, if you want to copy here, this one, I want to copy this one. I can click on export in the form of Excel sheet. I can able to export this particular table. But if I want to have any kind of, this is in the form of table. I want to see in the form of chart. Let me maximize it. It is a chart option. Now here I have a couple of options like frequency plus percentage. Right now we got only percentage. I want to see frequency plus percentage. I want to see only frequencies. Okay. Now I want to see legends, the right side of the legends. Legends. I want to have grid lines. I want to have title at the bottom. I want to have title on the top. So you can choose if you want to have some kind of color combinations. Okay. So you can choose if you want to apply the same kind of design to all the diagrams, you can click on it here. Okay. Now I'm not liking this particular bar chart. I want to go with the pie chart. I want to go with this chart. This chart. I want to take the snapshot. I want to put it to my output window. I can send it to my output window. Okay. I can also print it. I can also print it here. Now, this is gender. On the top of the ribbon, I can also see I have selected at a time two variables, department also. Like we have ICU department, we have emergency department, we have outpatient department. I just want to see not only frequency, I also wanted to see percentage. Like 33% emergency department, 47% ICU department, 20% outpatient department. So I can also have grid, without grid, title, top title, colors. Okay. So these are all some of the options. Now I want to have both the charts in the single window. Look at here, both the charts in single window. Like I have gender, I have department. So this is the descriptive statistics frequency table. Now let me go with the frequency table, descriptive statistics for quantitative data, like age. I just want to see stress level, burnout. Okay, I want to see minimum. I want to see maximum. I want to see mean. Okay, just click on OK. See here, age, there are total 30 people. An average age of the 30 respondents is 35.60. And stress level, we have given 1 to 10. And minimum, mean, average stress level is 6.7, almost 7 mean score. Burnout is 6.87, is almost 7. Minimum stress 4, maximum stress 10. Similarly, minimum age is 28, maximum age 50 respondents. Similarly, I can also prepare the, here I'm preparing the box plot. We already discussed what is box plot earlier. Like from here to here, 25 percentile. From here to here, this is a mid value. This is 50 percentile. From here to here, 50%. From here to here, 50%. Okay. Box plot basically help us to understand, are there any outliers in your data set? I can also prepare the histogram for the age, for the stress level, for the burnout. I just want to have all the three charts in a single place. Okay. So just click on see here. See this part. I'm able to see age, descriptive statistics, histogram for the age, histogram for the stress level, histogram for the burnout. How I got it? Just click on descriptive statistics. This particular option, as you can see, there are two arrows. If I click on only one arrow, it is going to prepare the chart for only selected variable. Like for example here, I just want to prepare the histogram for the age. If I click on here, it is going to prepare the chart for one age only. But if I click on here, it's going to create chart for all the selected variables like stress level, burnout. Just show, let me show you once again. See here, I can change the box plot for all the three variables. Okay. And I can also prepare the charts. Okay, this is a table. These are the charts. This is one by one. This is all together. This is histogram. Okay. You can also export in the form of Excel sheet, PNG format. Just let me show you. Just close it. See that we are able to see this age. Okay. Only thing is we don't have many options to make it beautiful, or we don't have many options to edit. We don't have many options to decorate it like Excel sheet. Okay, that is the only limitation. But it's better than Jamovi when it comes to preparing the charts. Okay, MaxQDA. Now, similarly, next we'll go to compare groups. Like I want to prepare the crosstabs. Just click on crosstabs. I want to see we have gender and we have department. We have 30 respondents, like 15 male, 15 female. But I just want to know how many people belongs to ICU, how many high number of people belongs to ICU category. Is there any differences? Are there any associations? Just click on OK. Now here you can see that 15, 15, 30. And when you talk about emergency, there are 10 people. ICU 14 people, outpatient 6 people. But which department have more number of female and higher? So I can see here, out of 10, 6 people belongs to male, high number, whereas when it comes to ICU, 9 people belongs to female category. I just want to know, is there any association between gender and department? Like I just want to conduct the cross tabulation. This is the cross tabulation that you right now you're seeing. I can see with the help of the chart, I can prepare different kind of charts. Okay, but I'm not satisfied with only preparation of the chart. Okay, I just want to go to the next level. I want to go to the next level of the chart preparation. So what I will do, I'll go to the table. As you can see, there is one option here. As you can see, there is one option, small circle within the bracket, square. There is nothing but chi-square test. Just click on it here. The moment I click on the chi-square test, I'm going to the next level of the cross tabulation. Cross tabulation is one level. But if I want to go for testing of hypothesis, I can conduct the chi-square test. Because I have two categorical data. One is gender, second one is department. Okay. Yes, correlation chart. There's no correlation. I'll just wait for a few minutes. I'll get back. Okay. Now here, correlation, sorry, chi-square test here. Look at the results here. Our p-value is greater than 0.05. It means there is no association between gender and department. Okay. Though there are differences, I'm not discussing hypothesis. I'm not discussing data requirements. Day before yesterday only, we had detailed discussion on quantitative data analysis for 4 hours. So that is the reason I don't want to make it a repetition. Okay, but I just want to discuss how to use MaxQDA for conducting same what we have done while using Jamovi. Okay. So there is no, as p-value is greater than 0.05, we are going to conclude that there is no association between gender and department. Okay. Just close it here. Just close it. Now let me go to the next. I want to conduct independent sample t-test. I want to conduct independent sample t-test. Just click on t-test. So what are the variables that you want to set? I just looking at the chart box. I just want response from our colleagues. When to conduct the independent sample t-test? What are the data requirements? Anyone? By the time I take the water, if somebody can respond. When to respond? What is independent sample t-test? What are the data requirements? How many variables required for conducting independent sample t-test? Anyone? In order to conduct the independent sample t-test, we require 2 independent groups. We need to have one independent variable, one dependent variable. Our dependent variable must be continuous data. Our independent variable must have 2 independent groups. Like for example, in our case, we have gender is a grouping variable, like male, female, and we need one dependent variable. We have so many dependent variables like stress level. I just want to see comparison between male and female, whether male have more stress level as compared with the female, or female have more stress level as compared with the male. So let me choose stress level. Just click on OK. Look at our test results. Where is our p-value? Homogeneity of the variance homogeneity. This is a normality test result. So our data have normality distribution, and our p-value, if you look at the p-value, our p-value is greater than 0.05. Our p-value is greater than 0.05. There is no difference. There's no significant difference between male and female when it comes to stress level. If you want to get more clarity, just look at the descriptive statistics. There are 30 respondents. 15 people belongs to male, 15 people belongs to female. If you look at the mean score, mean stress, for female 6.60, for males 6.90. As compared with the females, male have more stress level. But the kind of stress that you're seeing, what is the difference that we have it? It is hardly 0.33. If you calculate 6.60 minus 6.93, you'll get it. You'll get it. 0.33, you'll get the difference. So 0.33 is it having statistically significant difference? No. Our p-value is greater than 0.05. We can say that there's no statistically significant difference between stress level among male and female employees. Okay. Let me go to the another one. This time, in place of stress level, I'll choose coping strategies. I'll choose burnout. I'll choose job satisfaction. I just want to know their attitude towards management. Okay. I just got at a time I want to do more. Now, right now I'm looking at coping strategies and gender. Right now I'm looking at coping strategies and gender. So our p-value is greater than 0.05. There's no difference between male and female when it comes to the coping strategies adopted by male and female employees. Burnout is greater than 0.05, same. Job satisfaction, same. There's no significant relationship between male and female employees. Their perception towards management support, no. It is greater than 0.05. Gender and age. As you can see that mean age of the male is 37, female age is 34.20. And we got the 2.8 difference. But is it having statistically significant difference? No. We don't have any kind of statistically significant difference between age and gender. Okay. Now I can prepare the table. I can prepare charts. Okay, management support at a time, all together, all charts I can prepare with a single click. Okay. So this is independent sample t-test. Now let me go with the next one. One-way ANOVA. ANOVA test. So when it comes to the ANOVA test, whenever we have more than two groups, like we have department, we have three groups, we have it. Department, we have three groups. And the people belongs to ICU, or the people belongs to emergency, or the people belongs to outpatient, who are having more stress level. Let's see here. Whether ICU, the people those are working in ICU, are they having more stress? Are the people those are dealing with outpatient, they have more stress? Or emergency department, they have more stress. Okay, just click on OK. Look at the results here. Okay. ANOVA test results shows that there is a significant differences between the groups. P-value is less than 0.05. There are significant differences between the groups when it comes to stress level and department wise. So let me go with the descriptive statistics first of all. Now, descriptive statistics, you can see that a emergency. Let me put with percentage, frequency. We don't have percentages, we have only frequency. 866. Okay. Now, if I'm looking at the ANOVA test results, there's a significant difference between the groups as our p-value less than 0.05. Okay. But I want to see descriptive statistics. 10 people, 14 people, mean emergency, mean stress level among the people those are working in emergency, they have 8.2. But the people those are working in ICU, 6. The people those are working with outpatient, they have 6.11. The difference that you are seeing right now, are they having any statistically significant difference when you are conducting ANOVA test result? ANOVA test result shows that there is a significant differences between the groups. Okay. Further, if you remember on JAMOVI time, we have conducted the post-hoc test results. We have conducted the post-hoc test results. Here, if you look at the post-hoc test results, you can see the difference between one group to the other group. As compared with SPSS, as compared with the JAMOVI, this is not much clear with reference to the post-hoc test results, because that is giving more clarity comparing with one group to the other, remaining other groups. But in simple ANOVA, we are able to check it out. Okay. Go. No. Okay. This is the ANOVA test results. We got it. Next. I'm closing this one. Now, this time, go to the statistics. Go outside first. Yeah. Just go. So I'm just conducting this time correlation test, last test, PSN correlation. Now, if you want to conduct the correlation test, we require 2 quantitative variables. So I can see that I just want to see if somebody age is increasing, are they having more stress? Whether age is increasing or stress level increasing or decreasing. I just want to see the strength and direction of relationship between 2 quantitative variables. I'm repeating again. As we discussed day before yesterday, we conduct a correlation test to understand whether if relationship between one variable increases, other variable increasing or decreasing. So here I want to see if age is increasing, whether stress level increasing or decreasing. I want to see the relationship between age and stress level. Okay. So just click on OK. As you can see here, our P value is 0.03. It is less than 0.05. It means there is a significant relationship between age and stress level. And we got the positive side. We have positive correlation between age and stress level. If age is increasing it, stress level also increasing it. If age increases, stress level also increasing it. Now, as the value is 0.3, this is 0.330. It means medium positive correlation. In case we are getting the minus, it is called minus. It is called negative low correlation. Okay, negative correlation. This is a single PSN correlation test. Last one we have reliability test. For example, if you have any kind of scale test, scale data. If I have any kind of scale data, for example, this items, I have like a scale items. I want to check the validity of this particular items, reliability of this particular scale. Okay. Just click on OK. Just let me maximize it. Now, the scale that I constructed to measure the employee stress level, I have 5 items. Okay. Now, if you look at my scale reliability, Cronbach alpha value is 0.976. If my Cronbach alpha value is zero point 0.7, above zero point 0.7, it means it is a really good scale. The reliability of the scale is good. But in my case, I got 0.976, means it's really good. But imagine that I got less value, I got less than 7. Now, if I'm going to delete any of the item, for example, if I'm going to delete coping number, right now my current validity reliability score is 0.976. If I want to increase my reliability of my scale, okay, 0.78, 0.78. If I delete workplace environment item, if I delete work, workplace environment item, like for example here, if I delete the particular item, you can see that my Cronbach alpha value increased. Still, if I want to improve it, I am going to delete team support. If I'm going to delete my team support item, my reliability alpha value is going to increase 0.986. See here, I'm going to delete here and 0.986. Okay, so if you want to increase, this is the one. Otherwise, what you have to do is you have to go back to your items, you have to revise your items, and you have to collect the data, and you have to check the reliability of your scale that you have developed it. Okay, and I can export this data in the form of PNG format, like Excel sheet. I can explore it. I can also add to my worksheet. I can take the printout of it. Okay. I also want to do descriptive statistics. These are the descriptive statistics, like out of the mean for this particular scale, mean score for this particular item, mean for this particular item. Okay. So this is all about quantitative data analysis. This is all about data visualization. And this is all about overview of the mixed method. We have one more concept, how to integrate quantitative and qualitative findings. Before going to that, we are going for the break. Before the break, I just want to know, do you have any questions? Are there any questions with reference to the topics that we covered so far? Okay, complete silent. Okay, so we're going for the break around 15 minutes and we'll meet at 4:12. Okay. Benit sir, you can go for the break. Time is 4 o'clock. We'll go over 15 minutes break. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, good afternoon once again. Welcome back to last day of the program from my side, last session. So far, we have discussed about overview of the mixing methods, how to conduct the quantitative data analysis using MaxQDA, how to visualize the data, and last one, I'm going to talk about how to integrate both quantitative and qualitative research findings. How to integrate both quantitative and qualitative research findings. I'm sharing my screen. Just I'm sharing my screen to all. Please open MaxQDA, fresh application. Please open MaxQDA software. So here I'm just opening the example file. As a part of integrating both quantitative and qualitative data analysis, integration of both quantitative and qualitative data analysis, I'm taking the help of sample file that is work-life balance. Just click on open the profile, and we have interviews from Berlin. We have interviews from the Hamburg. Okay. And we also have survey. If you scroll your cursor down, you can see we have survey respondents also. We have quantitative data. We have quantitative data. You can see this cursor. We have around 100 respondents. We have around 100 respondents. Okay. So we have interviews, we have focus group questions, we have survey file. Okay. Now we are going to combine both quantitative and qualitative in a single research by integrating their findings. Okay. Now, how this particular software is going to help us to integrate both quantitative and qualitative. If you look on there's an option called at the top of the window. On the top of the window, we have option called mixed methods. We have option called mixed method. Just click on it here. If you click on mixed methods, I got ribbon bar, mixed method ribbon bar. I have a list of options like activate documents, segment matrix, crosstab, typology table, similarity data analysis, step-by-step side analysis. Like while discussing the concept of overview of the quantitative and overview of the mixing methods, I discussed about side by side, and I discussed about side by side analysis. I'll show you more than that too. What I mentioned, theoretical understanding. We have in terms of practice, we have more number of options like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 different methods to integrate both quantitative and qualitative research findings. We'll see a couple of methods how to integrate both quantitative and qualitative one. If you look at the first point, we have this activate documents based on variable groups. Basically, it is one of the important tool. Like for example, I have 100 respondents. But out of 100 respondents, I just want to select the people, those who belongs to particular age group, those who belongs to particular age group, or those who belongs to particular gender, or those who belongs to particular occupation. Like for example, I just have, let's say for example, I just want to activate the documents. I want to activate the document. When we have more data, generally we are going to prepare descriptives, inferential statistics. So we are going to have huge data, but I want to identify specific out of, for example, in my previous study that I mentioned, I collected data by using in-depth interviews from students with disabilities. But out of that particular 100 students, around 15 students belongs to visual impairment and specific learning disability. Those those belongs to visual impairment and specific learning disability. I want to know their data and their teachers. Those are teaching only students with specific learning disability, students with visual impairment. That teachers I want to get it. So if you want to identify particular category, particular characteristics, and you want to see those are teaching students with disabilities, what are the teachers' attitudes, what are their findings, or particular. In that case, we are going to choose activate by variables. Let's say, for example, in this particular case, work-life balance, I'm selecting age, click on age. Now we have different age groups. We have different age groups, like starting from 19 to 72. In our respondent category, out of 108, 105 respondents, we have minimum age people belongs to 19. We have maximum age people belongs to 72. But I want to know work-life balance of the people, those who are above 55 years. Like here, larger than 55. As you can see, I don't want to talk about the people less than 55 years of age. I'm more interested understanding the experiences of the people, how they are balancing their work life. Because 55 years means almost you are close to 60, right? You are an elderly age person. And the people, those who already settled, like in terms of the children's education, in terms of the children's settlement, how much they are trying to, are they doing for namesake their work? Or it depends on their occupation. Like, for example, employment status, like for example, employment status. I'm choosing employment status. Within employment status here, I have like unemployed people or part-time people or see, this all depends on my criteria, my interest. I want to see by using certain variables. I want to see the people, those are above 55, but I want to see the people, those who are not employed, unemployed. I want to see the people of self-employed. So your requirement decides how we are going to activate the variables, which variable, which document that you want to see, which criteria. I just want to get the insights about the people, those are above 55, those are doing part-time job. Okay, just click on activate. Now for me, you can see here, please look at my cursor here. I can see there is only one document. Which document? Survey number 32. That particular respondent is above 55 years of age and he is unemployed. He or she is unemployed. I can go to this particular respondent. I can see what kind of responses they got it. So this is nothing but just in order to segregate the documents. Activate document based on variables by values. Okay. Activate documents based on certain variables. So this is one aspect. Now the question comes here, how it is connected with mixed methods. How it is connected with the mixed method. Now, when I talk about this particular method, it is only helping us to include, exclude, or look at the particular specific individual variable point of view. Now I'm going back to this particular 55 years of age respondent. I want to see what are his or experiences. Are there any responses? Are there any qualitative findings? Based on the age above 55, the two unemployed person. So in that way, I'm looking at the criteria here. I'm not about integration of the findings. Selection of the respondent by using certain specific indicators wise, certain demographic wise. I'm just looking at activating the documents. Okay. So that is one of the important aspect of what is this activate documents based on variables. Now coming to the second part. Second part is segment matrix. Segment matrix, one of the most important step as a part of qualitative data analysis. This is basically helpful for specific codes, specific themes. Are they distributed across individuals, across age groups, across gender groups? Let me go back, just click on segment matrix. Very useful, very interesting as a part of integrating quantitative and qualitative. Just see how it is going to be there. So just click on segment matrix. First one, segment matrix. Now I'm going to choose the segment matrix. Like, let me close it here. I want to see the segment matrix, experience of the people. Those are above 55 years. Like as I mentioned it, those are above 55 years. Click on OK. We don't have any coded segments. So let me go back again. Segment matrix means we have a respondent, but we don't have any qualitative data. So let me put it, those are above 50 years. Then I want to see their experiences. We have one document, but we don't have coded segments. Let me choose this time larger than 30. Their age is 30. They're greater than 30. Okay. Now see here, the person above 30 years of age. I'm taking one quantitative figure, the person above 30 years of age, and what are the experiences they have it. Like with reference to typical workday, I want to look at from the typical workday point of view. The person who is above 30 years of, what kind of work life they have it. Okay. Now, if you want to see, look at the family and friends point of view. The person above 30 years of age, what kind of family life they have it, what kind of friends life they have it. Now, what I can do here, if I'm looking at one variable like above 30 years of age, and if I'm trying to understand experiences, I'm not able to make any sense here. Now, let me go back again. This time segment matrix, I'll choose one more variable, not only the age, employment status. I just want to compare between full-time employee, and again, I'll choose one more employee status, that is self-employed. I just want to see their work-life balance between full-time employee, self-employed point of view. Okay, and those are about 30 years of age group. Just click on OK. Now I got one table, segment matrix. Please look at here. Age is we have it, full-time employee we have it, self-employed we have it. Moreover, you can also see clearly from where this particular experience is coming. This is an interview coming from Berlin, and name of the person and paragraph from which portion is coming here. Okay. Now, here, there are 82 segments. There are 82 segments, 5 codes we have it. Let's say, for example, if I'm looking from the domestic work, the person above 30 years of age, I want to see the difference between full-time and part-time. Domestic work. The person belongs to full-time work. We divided that up a bit. My wife works in the administration and has no longer days a week. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I try to be home a little earlier to be able to take care of children. So I can do some homework. But on the other days, when she's home earlier, she tries to do that accordingly. So we try to divide it up fairly as possible. This is for the people, those are full-time employees. So how they're working, distributing the work-life balance between husband and wife. Now, whereas when it comes to the person self-employed, with reference to domestic work, no, not really. I would say the closest I come to that is maybe cooking dinner for 2 of us a couple of times a week. Well, that's an interesting question. So do I do most of the shopping? That's for sure. And I like to do a lot that cooking. She's very busy in the lab. So she comes home quite late sometimes again. And yeah, I think she's probably more of a cleaner than I am. Now, I just want to see with the childcare point of view, the people, those who belong to full-time employee, how much they are spending for the full-time. The people, those are self-employed, what about their? Just click on the childcare. Self-employed point of view, don't have it. Free time and self-care. Look at here. When I'm talking about free time and self-care, the person who is self-employed, It depends. In the middle of the day, I like to go to cafes. I like to spend time because he himself is a boss for him, right? There's no one to observe him. There's no one to say, you're coming on late. Whereas when it comes to the full-time employee here, time for me, I would like to go. I would like to do a little bit of sport to have a physical outlet for the stress. I think through physical exercise, whether it's endurance, running, or jogging, maybe a game sport with friends, it is easier to relieve a bit of stress so that I don't have to take it to my private life. Now, another experience right now with my free time, I'm a little lazy, so I watch Korean drama. I just go to my neighbors and then a lot of short drink tea. So it depends on experience. If you want to compare any particular code based on specific condition that I have given, in that case, segment matrix will be really helpful in the case. Let me do flexibility point of view. I think it will make more sense. Flexibility point of view, difference between full-time and part-time. I wish I could make them more flexible. Unfortunately, these are sometimes arranged at very short notice. It is so unpredictable sometimes. So I wish that this would be more flexible, that I could plan them better. This is from the full-time employee point of view. Whereas when it comes to self-employed, it is very flexible. It is typically my English sessions are planned. Now here I'm looking at only two people, like full-time self-employed. Let me go back. Do it once again, segment matrix. Just let me remove this. Let it keep age. And here, employed. Let me put children's point of view, number of children they have it. Like the person, those who have 0 children, and the person who have 3 children. Okay. Now see the more insights, further insights from the data. Just look at here. Child care. Self-employed, they don't have children's, they don't have domestic work. See the difference here, full-time, part-time, like full-time self-employment, those who don't have children, those who have children. Take any context. You can able to compare with anything. Like for example, I just want to know from satisfaction with their work, like positive aspect, negative aspect. Those belongs to full-time and self-employed. Okay, just look on positive aspects. Self-employed here, we can see, and children's point of view. Segment matrix is one of the most important aspect. On the column side, that you have right now, list of the variables that you want to compare. Okay, on the left side, you are going to find the document codes, like these are the codes we have it. And you can select any particular code. For example, flexibility is the code I'm selecting. Workplace, career, I'm selecting it. Okay. As per your choice, how you want to present your insights, what kind of relationship that you're looking for it. Right, a typical work day. The person who don't have children, what is their typical work day? The person, those who are having 3 children, what is their typical work day? What kind of experiences they have it? Okay. Let me read before going to next one. Well, a typical work day in my life, most days, I'm self-employed, English teacher. So most of the time, I wake up relatively early. I have an early class, typically around 7 or 8 a.m. That's usually an hour to an hour and half. And that's all. That's only Tuesdays, Thursday, I remember correctly. Then I have, for the most part, middle of the day free, depending on the day of the week. I have an afternoon class. So it's all about history, more of. Now, when it comes here, yes. So a typical working day looks like this. I get up at 5:30. I get ready, take a shower, get dressed, prepare breakfast together with my wife. Then we also prepare sandwich for our daughter, who is already going to school. The little ones are still in kindergarten. And there they also get something at 6:30 a.m. We wake up the children and dress them. That always takes a little time. Yes, then we had breakfast together in the kitchen. Yes, at about 7:30, my wife brings the little two boys to the kindergarten, our daughter to the bus. So the experiences, you can see that depends on the context that you're looking for it. You can able to present it. So you are combining, you are putting the data side by side, you are able to see based on the variables, based on the code that you have selected, based on the variables that you have selected, you are getting the experiences here. Now here I can export it here. Let me show you how it is going to come. I just want to write a relationship between the full-time employee and those are children, those are not having children. I just want to write one paper. Okay. So I selected it, segment matrix. Yes. So it started exporting the document. See how it is going to make your work more simple while analyzing your data. Let me show you the document, segment matrix. Where is that? Yes, segment matrix here. I got around 96 pages. I got around 96 pages. Everything in a single Word document. Okay. From all the interview transcripts, what are the good quotes? What are the positive aspects? Everything is one single place. Daily activities, typical work day. Then just see the experiences. Then friends and family. Then next, very lengthy file, around 204 pages. Just imagine that how you can easily manage everything on fingerprints, like on everything on your desktop or laptop PC. You don't need to take printout of pages. And this is not analysis. This is just coding part. You are looking at the, once you've done the coding and you're trying to integrate both quantitative and qualitative findings here, education related aspects, domestic work related aspects. So you can see that how much lengthy file you are able to get it. This best part of this, okay, segment matrix. I hope it is clear. Segment matrix, what it is. I'm doing the comparative analysis, like with those are hang children, those are not hang children, those are working full-time employee, those are working not full-time employee. So depends on your requirement. You can able to see that. So you can also see that codes with the hierarchy. Now this is a hierarchy. If I don't want to see hierarchy, I can delete it. Okay, that is also possible. These are the standard fonts. These are the standard fonts, font color. The columns you can increase, decrease. That is up to completely the choice yours. Okay, these columns can be increased as per choice. It depends on the number of variables that you're selecting for it. Right now, I'm selecting two options. I want to see children's point of view. I want to see nature of employment point of view. I want to see the people those are above 30 years. So three contexts, three factors I'm looking at it at a time. I'm trying to see connections. Okay. So there's another important aspect. So these are some of the display. What you're seeing right now, this is called segments. From where it is coming, from which source. This is a file source. It's not only presenting the findings, data segments. For example, if I click on here, please see here, I'm going to see the display origin, from where it is coming, origin of the file. It is coming from Salem. This is the response. Okay. I'm able to see that. If I go back again, this is nothing but a memo. This is nothing but memo here. Display origin. This is the comment. These are the comments. I can maximize it. I can minimize it. If I want to search something, I can also do that. Okay. I can also export an Excel sheet. I can also export an Word document. So very beautiful, very important feature, very helpful feature for conducting the mixed method data analysis. Okay. So just think of it, what it is, and how you can utilize it. Okay. So the purpose of the, before closing it, the purpose of segment matrix is to prepare the cross tablet. Now, yesterday we have done cross tabulation, like gender and ICT competency. Even today we have done the cross tabulation. That is completely purely quantitative. But today we are doing cross tabulation with one variable with the experiences. We are combining quantitative and qualitative. Like we have selected the codes. These are the codes, and we have selected certain variables against the variables. So we are ensuring that how documents are arranged, what kind of coding has been done, okay, and we are looking at the context based on the selected variables, okay. So there's a beautiful feature of Max 2D software. We have it, okay. Segment matrix. Just close it. Come back again. I hope I'm clear to all of you so far. One of the important feature of using Max 2D software, no NVIO, no Atlas TI can provide this feature. Okay. Next one is cross tabs. So we are trying to bridge the qualitative themes with the quantitative variables. Another interesting mixed method approach. Just click on cross tabs. And here it is asking whether you want to do for the focus groups or you want to do just cross tabs. So basically it is meant for verifying the qualitative insights by examining certain variables. Let's see here. Just like what you had done earlier. So here I want to see civil status. Like civil status in the means the person, those who are married, and the person widow. Okay. The person who is widow. I just want to see that. Then cross tabs with satisfaction. When I'm selecting the satisfaction, I want to see the person who gave one rank, like not at all satisfied. And I want to take the person who is very highly satisfied. Okay. Okay. Just click on okay. So basically, I'm trying to see the relationship, the frequency of the themes. Here I have selected certain variables. Those who got married, those are widowed, those are hang job satisfaction less, satisfaction 5. Now I just want to look at it. Here we have qualitative codes, qualitative work. We have on the column side, we have variables. I'm repeating it once again. Here we have the quantitative variables. Here we have the qualitative codes and themes. Okay. Now I'm just trying to look at it. These are the findings in terms of the percentage wise. Now I can prepare simple percentages, but I also wanted to see not only percentages, I also wanted to see their experiences. Okay, just click on data segment here. Click on this particular portion is meant for segments like qualitative data. The people, those who gave satisfaction, high satisfaction, why they have given high satisfaction? What made them to give the rank number 5? The people, those are giving low ranking, why they are giving low ranking? Like for example, at the beginning of the session, I mentioned that out of 100%, 70 people are having positive attitudes towards supporting same-sex marriage or LGBT rights. Why 70%? What made them to support? So I'm just getting some qualitative insights. 30% of people are not supporting it. Is it because of the media portrayal? Is it because of cultural values? Is it because of their experiences with them? So I just want to understand, instead of simply talking number, I just want to complement my findings, quantitative findings, with the qualitative findings. So in that case, I'm going to use cross tabs. For example, here, those are in partnership. Like for example, family and friends, let me take. Family and friends in partnership married. We are asking about friends and family life. Those are married. It is a difficult question. I would be happier if my girlfriend and I could spend a little bit more time, because there a little bit more time is mainly determined by her work schedule as a scientist. For my friends, I have a lot of time. It's very easy to schedule. And we don't have any person belongs to widow in this particular category. And we don't have any person who gave less ranking. And the person we have, most of my friends I know from work. If you work so much, it is also hard to connect with other people. I have so little in common with what is there to talk about. We just talk a lot about work, just like that. Okay. Let me talk about domestic work. Satisfaction wise, let me see. We don't have anyone here, positive, negative. Let me go back with another one. Cross tabs. Clear. I'll choose this time. Children. And once again, with the children's who are having 3 children's. Employment status. This time I'll select part-time and I'll select full-time. Okay. Now we got the table here. Is better compared to earlier. Employment status part-time, we don't have much. In place of part-time, I'll choose I'll choose self-employed. Okay, our table is perfect. Now I can see in the form of what way I want percentage. I want to see number of segments, row percentages, column percentages, and you can also export this particular table. Okay, you can also export this particular table here. I want to go directly with the part that is mainly data segments. I want to get the insights. Instead of number plus insight, I want to get it. Like for example here, family and friends, those who don't have children, what are the expenses? Those who have 3 children, what are the expenses? Those are self-employed, those are full-time employees. Okay. So you just can compare it. Child care is expected, domestic work, and negative aspects. Take any context, any variable. You're trying to compare between certain variables with the codes that you have it. Okay. Whether a single document, whether it's a cross tab, whether it's a focus group discussion, one can able to filter with the gender, one can able to filter with any variable that you have in your mind. That is definitely very helpful. Important insights can be brought it with the help of this particular cross tab point of view. Okay. I hope you are able to understand it. On the right side, we have themes, qualitative themes and codes. In the cells, this is called cell. This is called cell, cross tab. Okay. This is we are looking at the relationship. We are looking at the frequency of appearing. Okay. Just close it. And if you want to see hierarchy, this is a hierarchy of the themes and codes. And here we have variables values, like variable name, variable values. These are the percentages, row percentages, number of segments, like number of experiences, like number of data segments, qualitative findings, like open-ended questions, answers here. And here you can see count hint for document. Sum, this is total figure, total number of experiences. Here you can see here background color for cells, which are the having highest number. Okay, so just close it. Next one we have typology tables. Next one we have typology for table. Just click on typology. Now typology, basically we are looking at different perspectives. We are selecting certain variables grouped by qualitative codes. Like here, I'm choosing some codes. Percent of children, satisfaction job, Like I'm also choosing fully remote, fully in office. I just want to see the comparison. Okay. Select all. Whatever I selected, just click on OK. Continue. I'll choose some columns like percentage of children, like those who have 2 children. Working hours, those are have greater than 50 hours. Okay. Job satisfaction, those are given 2. Okay. Just see. So we got the typology table. We have selected the people, respondents who are having 2 children, and we have selected the people who are having working hours above 50 hours, and we have selected the people who are given job satisfaction score 2. Means they're not satisfied with the job. They're not just satisfied with the job. Now look at here, age. The people those who have 2 children, their average age, mean age is 58, standard deviation 8.7. Average working hours 36.8, weekly working hours, satisfaction 35.8. Still there, if you look at their marriage, 19 people got married. Those are coming under this particular category. Weekly hours, those are having 2 children. Weekly hours mean 39.1. Okay. And those are working in a full time, fully remote. They don't have children. Nobody belongs to those are working fully remote. They don't have children and they don't have fully working hours. And the satisfaction score also, we don't have it. Okay. So satisfaction job 3.5 and work 3.6, 3.2. Well-being score. So this is one type of data analysis. It's going to highlight lowest values for row. These are the lowest value in this particular row. In this row. For each row, it is going to identify the lowest values. If I click on here, it is going to identify the highest values for row. I can export it in the form of PNG format. I can save it on my desktop. Let me see. I have exported my desktop. This code line chart dimensions. This Max2D typology. I can print it as a part of my integration of research findings. I can able to discuss about it as a part of my mixed method research work. Okay. So I can have present highest findings, lowest findings. Okay, that is one, can be done. So this is one type of analysis, typology table. You can also take in the form of Word document. Let's see how it's going to give. It is giving in the Word document, Excel document, PNG format. Okay. Next one, we have similarity analysis by documents. So we are going to look at the coding of the codes by similarity analysis. We are looking at the similarity analysis by codes by, like it's the name of the respondents. And we're looking at the similarity, how much similarity analysis we have it. You are bridging the qualitative and the quantitative data through pattern recognition. Okay. Basically, we are identifying, we are comparing the similarities and different documents or segments. Okay. It is very essential when exploring the documents which are most similar in terms of themes, like Mateo and Slim. Are they have more similar in terms of their findings? Are they have more diverse responses? So this is very essential, very important when exploring which documents are most similar in terms of the codes, similar in terms of the themes. It also helps to identify the similar patterns or different patterns in the data set. For example, we have 10 interview files. we have multiple interview files, multiple interview transcripts. So this particular tool will be able to locate documents that share similar themes and helping identify patterns across the culture. Okay, so this is the table. You can use it as a part of identifying the similarities. You can see here, we have here, just click on, I just want to see similarity analysis here. So I want to do the simple, I need to select I need to insert the activities. I need to activate certain codes. So let me go back to my data. I'll activate some documents. I'll activate certain codes here, like this code, this code, this code, this code. I'm clicking means I'm activating it. I'm clicking, activating the codes. I'm activating the codes. Now going to similarity analysis. Insert activated code. These are the codes I have selected. I just want to know, these are the codes from which I just want to compare with person wise. All these codes are have for each and every person, or certain codes are have some person, some codes don't have it. Okay. Just click on OK. So here you can see this, we have selected the codes, right? Which are the codes are coming from our data. And we're looking at the pattern, the percentage, this particular code is not there here, Salem, 73, 79, this particular code. You can see the compare with Mato with the other people. Are they similar? 1.0 means it is a Mato, if you're comparing with Mato, same in respondent. But if you're comparing Mato with the Slim, 73% similarity. With Relay, 73%. Whereas when it comes to Tana, 0.69% similarity, means there is a nearly 30% variation in terms of their findings. Whereas when it comes here, this is the most close one, like 0.85, 0.85 in terms of their findings. Mato and Kazumi, Amadi, David, their findings are similar in terms of themes, in terms of the core themes, the patterns. Similarly, if you look at the Selim, is there any one is least one here? 69%, 69%, 65% we have it, 62% we have it. So it shows the similarity of the findings from each respondent when you are comparing with one person to the other person. I hope I'm able to make it sense. Similarity, once we complete your findings, once you complete your coding part, once we develop the themes, you're trying to compare the documents in terms of their similarity. Okay. Now, if it is close to 1 means they're more identical. If it is close to 1 means they're identical. If they are above 50 means partially they are overlapping in terms of their findings, in terms of their experiences. If they're close to 5.6 means partially they overlap. But if they're below less than 50 means you can see that what are the codes selected, they have complete diverse case. We can see that. Okay. I hope it is clear. One can be able to see highest correlation to lowest correlation. If you have more green color, you can see that this is a dark green, means high correlation. If you are seeing the light pale green, means low correlation. Okay. Basically, the similarity analysis for documents allows as a researcher to spot certain clusters of agreement, like Chris and Mato, how far their agreement, how far they agree in terms of their findings, how far they're closely related in terms of their findings. Okay. Without reading every individual number, we try to see how their experiences are differ or closely connected with that. Okay. So color also plays an important role. This is one of the important visualization, and this is very helpful. Hide column names, full column names. There are a couple of options. Right now, I highlighted the column names. See here. Now, no color highlight. I don't want to highlight color. Color highlight. I want to short column names. So it depends on the requirement. You can present your data in your report how you want to present it. Okay, so just close it here. And oh, next, and I can say the last, very important, and maybe one or two, side by side analysis. Very important case, side by side analysis. Just click on here. The moment I click on side by side, it's asking whether you want to look at the side by side results in terms of the codes or in terms of the summary. I just want to see in terms of the code first time. Let's see with the codes. Now, how it is going to help us? Look at the new window I got it. Side by side display tool. It is going to allow researchers to compare and contrast the results from different sources, quantitative and qualitative. Here we have the qualitative themes. We are going to have the quantitative codes. Look at here. Themes, we need to drop certain codes. So I have selected this particular codes. I'm going to select a couple of codes. Daily activities, friends, drag and drop. So I just want to compare with the Chris, and I want to compare with the Hamburg David. Okay, just click on OK. So for Chris, good codes we don't have. Let's see here, child care. Let me go back. I'll do once again side by side. I'll select in place of daily activities, work-life separation. So when you talk about the work-life separation code, if you are looking from the two individual persons point of view, they're comparing from two documents point of view, side by side. This is also pretty good. My private life has nothing to do with that. What I do at work has nothing directly to do with it, and I can separate that very well. That's why I'm totally satisfied with that. Okay, this is from Chris. Whereas when it comes to David, the separation between work and leisure, for me, that's a difficult concept. Difficult concept. I have to say, I don't categorize my time into work and leisure. I wouldn't be happy if I did that. I enjoy my work time and I fill my leisure time with work. I just spend my time doing things I enjoy. Right now, I'm enjoying work. So here you are putting the side-by-side analysis, quantitative variables with the qualitative findings here. Okay, qualitative findings with the qualitative we are looking at here. So this is a very important tool. Let me choose a couple of variables. Again, go back. This time I'll choose satisfaction also. Satisfaction. We have education also. Education. Let's move. Okay. Now look at here. I have selected three variables. I'm just looking at the two respondents' point of view. Very satisfied, but due to the fact that there was a little corona time, it was a little bit more difficult to study. Let's put it. But overall, I feel satisfied. I'm very satisfied. Now, this is from the education point of view, work-life balance point of view. Satisfaction, we don't have any score. In education, there are 5 coded segments here. Okay. So this is one of the most important aspect, how we utilize side-by-side analysis. We are going to display the actual raw data with the particular variable that you have selected. Okay. Let me select the summary wise. So drag and drop code. I'm going to drop work-life separation. Qualitative case study this time. Really. And David once again. Just click on OK. Don't have findings. Side by side summaries. Let's see. Summary. We don't have summary here in this place. They don't have done summary. Last, before concluding the mixed method data analysis by using MaxQDA, qualitative themes by quantitative groups. I'm selecting work-life separation, and I want to compare with employment status, like full-time employee, part-time employee, self-employed, unemployed, only two are there, student. Okay. Now see the table here. Now in this particular case, work-life separation between based on the nature of type of employment. So qualitative code, we got it. And we are also looking at the experiences. We are analyzing the qualitative themes by quantitative groups. Okay. So we are trying to visualize. We are going to look at the certain demographic variables. We are looking at the specific topics. We are choosing the certain variables. We are looking at the particular qualitative variables point of view. So we are trying to integrate it. Qualitative themes by quantitative groups. These are the groups. These are the qualitative aspects. Okay. And very interesting finding as a part of mixed method data analysis. Okay. You can able to go through this. You can able to export here in the form of Word document. I'll show you this. So qualitative coded segments. So this is really helpful as a part of integrating your qualitative and quantitative findings here. So this is all about how to do mixed method research with the help of MaxQDA software. Okay, now few important things. Just close it. Let's close it here. I'm opening MaxQDA. One of the most important use of MaxQDA is AI coding, which I have discussed earlier. I'm just opening the MaxQDA. So I'm going to create, let me close all. Just opening a new project. I'm creating a new project today. Not new project. We have done the coding earlier, right? We have done coding. This on day one. Work-life balance. I'm selecting the new project. Let me close this one. I think. Let me open new project, MaxQDA. So I'm just opening the existing project we have done on the day one as a part of qualitative data analysis. This is the file we have done, thematic analysis we have done. Okay. And if you look at here, we have 3 interview transcripts. I just want to use last last option, last feature of the MaxQDA, AI assistant. So here, either I can choose one by one interview transcript. I just want to chart with the data. So I select the interview transcript chart. I just want to do with the AI assistant chart with this particular document. I want to chart with this particular document. I'm just asking, summarize this document. Summarize this document. Please look at here how this particular AI tool is going to be helpful. So I started summarizing the entire interview transcript that I selected. Okay. Now, if you look at this particular interview transcript, is clearly you can also see the source. This particular sentence or this particular line is coming based on the paragraph, this particular paragraph, this particular paragraph, this particular paragraph, so that you can able to see that. It is also showing from which paragraph it is giving the summary of it. Okay. Based on the summary, suggest me suggest quotes and themes. Okay, I'm just asking suggest quotes and themes. I'm going to do manually, but I also wanted to get some kind of clarity with the help of the AI assistant. Look at here. Please look at here and see, compare this here. Sources of stress. Key factors contributing to workplace stress. Sources of stress. Okay. What are the sources? Life or death situations. We didn't have that, but we have done that. Like high patience volume, weak decision making, like critical conditions, emotional exhaustions, okay, emotionally drained, patient outcomes loss, lack of room to breathe. So these are the sources. Coping mechanism. Look at here our hand coping strategies: short breaks, taking breaks, counseling sessions, peer support, talking with the colleagues. Impact of stress. We have done with the impact of organization, like organization support. We haven't done it. Okay. Impact of stress, managing support, suggested solutions. Please look at here how much wonderful it is. Let me copy the content. Copy the content here. So I'm sure you might have seen here what is themes. My God. Look at the themes here. These are the quotes. These are the quotes. And the right side, we have the themes. It is giving you based on the help of the AI assistant. It is based on the AI assistant is giving the quotes. Now, day before yesterday, one of our colleagues was asking if I'm going to take the help of AI assistant, whether I need to do coding part manually. My answer was that take the help of AI assistant, but cross-verify your findings. Cross-verify your findings here. Now here, these are the number of codes. This is the initial codes. Then once you finalize defining the codes, like step number 4, step number 5, you're going to finalize your codes. Intense workplace demands, inadequate support system, individual or systematic coping, impact of well-being and performance. And it is also giving justification. Like for example here, I hope my screen is visible. Here simply based on the data, we are able to look at the relationship, we are able to identify certain patterns and we are able to connect the dots. Whereas here, we are able to give the justification, we are able to define this theme encompasses high pressure work environment in ICU, characterized by critical situations, heavy workload, constant need for rapid, high stakes decision. And is also clearly giving, it is coming from interview transcript. Which interview transcript they are coming? Inadequate support system. The theme highlights received absence of formal effective support from management for healthcare workers dealing with the stress, leading to feelings of being undervalued, undersupported. So I want to discuss one of the most important steps at the last minute, because we should know shortcuts, but at the same time we should know actually how to work also, because tomorrow your supervisor can ask you, I just want to get the different types of data visualizations, right? So in that case, if you know plus and minus both, easiest way as well as actual process also. So that is the reason I'm discussing AI assistant tool. I supposed to discuss on day one, but only thing is we should be able to cross verify, we should be able to check it out, the kind of themes, the kind of codes that you got it with your actual coding that you have done it. Okay, you can also give the inter-rater agreement, like how we have reliability test. Similarly, inter-rater agreement. As a researcher, this is your coding. You're taking the help of the AI assistant coding this much. Okay, so just check it out how important it is, how helpful it is, and I'm not exaggerating it. No NVIO, no Atlas TI will give you this much excellent coding part. Okay, frankly speaking, that's okay. Next, so this is the coding part. You can download it, you can use it, and you can while reading your entire interview transcript, you can go through that line by line, word by word, and you can cross verify. See this paragraph from where this is coming, and if you click on this particular 50 number, it will take me to that particular place. Like for example, let's say, so this is coming 13th. This is coming from coping with issues. So it can see this change, originated text from where it is coming here. That is also possible here. Next one. So we have done chart, we have done coding, summarizing document, paraphrasing document also can be done. You can also generate AI report. For which one you want to generate the report? I want to report for all the 3 interview transcripts. I'm taking the 2. So what you want to generate? What is your research question? My research question is, what are the coping strategies adopted? What are the coping strategies adopted? Okay, I'm just asking research question. I'm asking the generate report. If you have any specific instructions, if you want to give, like you can keep your research question in your mind. Okay, generate report. AI assistant is preparing the report, preparing the analysis for the interview transcript that I have given. You can also give certain codes, certain themes, so that will keep in mind while generating the report. Instead of taking its own mind, if you can give some instructions, like consider these are some of the possible codes, themes you should highlight in your report, that will take it. Look at the left side of my window, AI report. Here I got the report here. What are the coping strategies? Summary. Coping strategies adopted by healthcare workers, like individual coping mechanisms, perceived gaps in institutional support, desired management provided support. Now, it depends on my, what to say. Let's take, for example, what I'm saying here. It depends on my prompt. Depends on my prompt. After selecting particular respondent, particular issues, I can only select 2. Here I can give my additional instructions, additional prompts. additional instructions, additional prompts I can give here. Like for example, here, I'll ask the same, what question I can ask. Impact of stress on healthcare workers. Impact of stress on workers. Here I'm saying that use some narratives. Use some narratives as stated by the respondents. At the end, give me the overview of each theme, and conclusion. Okay. So you see here, I generate the report, impact of stress on workers, summary, you got it. Impact of stress, we got it. And Miss Sarah Williams, clinical psychology describes, look at here, narratives. Okay. Similarly, registered nurses in clinical articulates daily struggles. Now, this is the report. One can able to see. Is only one page. Beta. I hope you understood how it is going to analyze it, how it is going to take your prompts, how you are going to present it. Okay. So then last, anything else left from my side? You can also use paraphrase. We all discussed. Summarizing document, you can discuss. We all discussed. Okay. If you have completed everything, then in that case, last one, how we can do coding. How we can do coding for non-text files like audio files, video files. Let's say, for example, I'm going to import the file. I'm going to import the file like video. I just want to import video. Let's take, for example, here. So this is a file. It is asking whether you want to import only, whether you want to transcribe. Right now, I want to import. I'm going to play this particular video. This is not an interview, but is a video. What we have to do once you import, how to edit it, I'm going to discuss right now. It is around 50 seconds. I'm playing right now. So this is part of my Germany research project, DAD exchange program. I was doing barrier-free city in the world, that is Berlin city. So some side pictures I have taken as a video. Okay, I'll show you one more video that is 10 days. So this is in discussion between the Abdul Kalam ji and small girl. Okay. So now here, this is a discussion between Abdul Kalam ji and the small girl. Now imagine that this is my interview. Okay, this is my interview. Now I just want to transcribe this particular interview. I can transcribe it. I can code the data. Okay. First, we'll see how to code the data. How to code the data. Just for example, I'm opening here. Now, please look at here while coding the data. Here, certain points are here. Certain important points like play, pause, okay, audio. If you keep your cursor here, you can able to see this hide preview thumbnails. If you keep your cursor here, you can see new memo. You can click create memo. If you click on here in previous memo, insert memo, paraphrase, audio, video, okay. And here we also have some options like start to clip selection. For example, now I'm going to play the video. I'm going to click on start of clip section. Okay. Now I just want to take the notes. I just want to take the notes here. And here you can see here, you can save this particular video, this particular image as a part of the video. You can take the photograph, you can export it. There are a number of options are available here. Now you can play, you can click on start selection. And here you are going to take like whether you want to have a new memo here for this. Here I just want to write the memo. What Abdul Kalam is talking about it. I just want to connect this particular question from future research point of view. On the day one, we had discussed what is a memo, right? So here I can write it down here. If you want to add anything, some connections, some interlinking, if you want to write some notes, paragraph, just click on the portion that you're listening it and take notes and write down here. This is how we are going to take the interview transcript. Second option is in social media, like for example here, transcripts. As you can see, there's option called second option called transcripts. Just click on here. Transcript with timestamps. Transcript without timestamps. Right now, I don't have any transcript with the stamps. Just I select it. You can import particular data with the timestamps without timestamps. Okay, that is possible. Now I don't have any transcript as such, but I want to create a new document. So what I'll do, I'll click on the new document. I'll create a new document, new text document. Here I'm going to type whatever I'm listening, whatever I'm understanding. I'm going to transcribe the entire data as such. I can transcribe the entire data as such. Okay. But if you want to transcribe with the help of the AI assistant, just click on this particular portion. Sorry. Just click on this particular right click. Just click on this particular portion. There is an option called transcribe video file. Transcribe video file. Whether you want to do manually, no, I want to take the help of MaxQDA transcription. So we already created account. Last time we have used it. So select the language that you want to do it. I want to do it in English language. Whether you want to use any filters like generally as a language, we start using her, who, and all. Okay. If you want to transcribe that also, just click on OK. Click on transcribe. Transcription started successfully. It is taking some time to present the data. As you can see at the bottom, it started taking the transcription. It prepared generating the transcription. Now our transcription is ready. Our transcription is ready. It is giving the entire line by line, word by word, what they discussed, what they have done it. This is one option. Second one, this is all about audios, videos that can be done with that. Second one, let's take for example, I just want to, for example, as a part of my project work, I have taken some photographs in my field work. I want to describe that particular data. I want, like, for example, here, I have photograph. This is my photograph here. Like this is a photograph. I just want to describe it. I want to transcribe this particular data. Now I can highlight it. I can code it. Okay. Further, I just see whether if you want to change the direction of the change, you can change it. Just like you can create one document here. You can create one document. You can start transcribing the data here. That particular portion is also available here. Now I want to get the data from the YouTube link. Let's take for example, I'm just going to YouTube. I want to take a particular link, YouTube. I just want to take. So this is a MaxQDA option we have it. I want to take the MaxQDA software. This is I want to connect this particular video in my MaxQDA. I want to connect this particular MaxQDA video in my MaxQDA software. So just click on YouTube data. See that I didn't give any link. It already by default is selected. If you want to check it, check it the number 11407 is. I just copied the particular link. Now it's asking whether you want to import the comments, whether you want to import transcript and caption, just what you want to do that. Right now, I want only comments because we don't have much time. Okay, just import the comments. Are there any comments first? Let me choose another video. There's a one video on writing bibliometric research paper. You sang in a couple of comments. Okay. Now I'm selecting this particular video. I want to scrap the comments. Okay. Now see here. I selected the new video. I don't want to import the transcript. I want to only import the comments. Import only top level comments. Okay. Just click on OK. I got around 38 comments. Please look at here. Just for the sake of sample, I got 38 comments. I was looking for the those papers DOI. Thank you for the video, useful. So there are 38 comments. Now here, what I'm getting here, I'm getting the serial number, comment, who has given the comment, what kind of comments I got it. Dear Amrita, thank you for the lucid presentation, the voice viewer. I don't have access to Scopus Web of Science database. I have 201 research papers on my EndNote. So this is giving the entire comment and it is coming from whom? Okay, just you can check it out here. And what are the replies? Right now it's showing the top level comments. It's also showing the number of replies. Okay, that way you can able to check it out. And you can also get the entire transcript of the particular video, audio that you have it with the help of the YouTube. Similarly, I want to transcribe particular web pages. Let's take for example here. I'm just going to LinkedIn page. This is my LinkedIn page. I'm sharing my connection link with you all. Maybe you can also connect it with me. You can share your link. Now, I just want to scrap some social media. Like, for example, here there's a comment currently. These are some of my posts. Currently, we have a vacancy from social work point of view. We have around 3 vacancies, project fellow. And this is my recent engagement at SRM Law School. How to use AI tools for teachers, faculty members, 3 days program. So I just want to get some comments. I want to scrap. I want to scrap this one. Okay. So here I just can copy this particular link and go to MaxQDA. You can copy the web page. You can give the paste link. Okay. Or if you want to install web collector for MaxQDA, like Google Chrome extension. So if you're going to install this particular web collector for Chrome, whichever web page that you want to collect, like for example, let me click on it, install it. Google Chrome, install. And we need to add this particular Chrome, this particular installation for the Chrome. We need to add to the Chrome. Now it is saying that it can add, read, change all your data on the websites. We have to be very careful. We have to understand what exactly it is. If you want to scrap any web page, Wikipedia page, or any particular social media data, social media file, if you want to scrap any kind of data, and if you want to conduct any kind of sentiment analysis, like positive analysis, sentiment analysis, in that case, I'm just going to add it, add extension. Now you can see that it is added to extension. Manage your extensions by clicking the extensions. Now click on here. Where is it? Extension box. Click on pin here. Now it is added here. Okay. Now I'm opening my page. Now you can see that this is one web collector. Web collector has no access to this page. Okay. Let me go to another page. So I'm typing social entrepreneurship Wikipedia page. Just click on open. So just I'm opening this particular extension. So I just want to collect I want to scrap the data from this particular Wikipedia page, collect it. Okay, collect it. Let me open. So import here web pages from the collector. Source. Just 1 minute. It is not showing me this. Couple of functions not activated. This web function, web page from collector. web page. Document. Okay, this function I'm not able to work it out. I think still there's some issue with here. Otherwise, the rest of the files you can able to transcribe, you can able to install, you can able to do as many as possible. Okay, so this is all about from my side. What is qualitative data analysis? What is quantitative data analysis? What is mixed method data analysis? Okay, and still we have 15-20 minutes time. And if you have any questions, feel free to discuss.
Okay, dear participants, very good evening. Now the floor is open for discussion. Those who want to ask any doubts or questions, you are most welcome to ask.
I hope I'm able to add any kind of knowledge. If there is any kind of feedback, feel free to give today, as today is the last day from my side. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the content. Okay, and any questions? Still, we have good time. 20 minutes is a huge time. Vishal Rana, thank you so much. Thank you. Is there any topic, any step, either qualitative, quantitative, mixed method that you want me to repeat, as it is hands-on practice, if you can think of? Okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. If there is any step that you want me to repeat, uh, please feel free to ask so that I can able to repeat it. Okay. How many of you are conducting mixed method research? Is there anyone conducting mixed method research? Are you finding any difficulty in terms of integration, in terms of choosing the design that you have it? Thank you all. Thank you so much. Mhm. So we don't have any questions, only thank you. Ding, ding. Mhm, mhm.
Okay. So thank you so much, dear participants. Successfully, we have completed 11 days. Still, we have 4 days more.
Okay, 4 more
We
days.
only have sessions. Yes, sincerely thankful to our resource person, Dr. Rampati Nageshwar Rao, sir, for completing the session on time. Hope you all enjoyed the session today. And it is, in case, yes, a beautiful hands-on session on data analysis with various tools and techniques. I hope you enjoy the class. And tomorrow also we are having class. Same time, 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll be having the session on how to write a research full paper and how to upload in the Scopus publication and how to write a proposal writing for the funded projects. And all the sessions also will be in the hands-on session. So if you are having your full paper, get ready with your full paper with a plagiarism report. I will repeat. If anybody is having full paper, get ready with the plagiarism report also, so that it will be easy for us to complete the hands-on session while uploading your paper into the Scopus database. Right? Till that, it is good night and thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I thank all the faculty members, all the organizing members, and all the participants. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.